firmer than a brick.
Okay.
No, he actually chipped the tooth biting into that bread.
Okay, I believe that. Hey guys! Welcome, 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 welcome. Wait,
I was about to say something I had to realize.
turn
This will
my
be
fan
me.
on. Hey everybody! Sorry, my phone acting dumb, so I had to go out and come back in like y'all be having to do. But welcome everybody! Welcome to Story Time. You so silly. Story time. Oh, it's about story time. You so silly. Dun dun dun. Hey guys, come on in. Everybody, come on in. Come on in. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, so it's gone. That's what's up. Hey to all my family. Okay. All righty, let me go on up and see. Welcome to the family, Miss Denise Williams. I didn't even see it. I'm so sorry. I see it now. Welcome to the family, love. Your name will be at a special story time as well as your thank you on the community page. So, thank you so much, love. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Maya. Hey, Jayla Mag. Hey, Keita. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Carolyn. Let me see. Hey, Tay Tay. Keita 7 months. That's what I'm talking about, girl. Hey, Regina. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Madison. Why do y'all just go out though? Okay. Hey, Kay. Hey, Day Day. Hey, Maya. Hey, China. Hey, Mama. I ain't seen you in a minute. What's going on, Nina? Hey, Cece. Hey, Cynthia. Hey, Remedy. Hey, Sabrina. Hey, Barbie. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Val. Hey, Reality. Hey, Shay. Hey, Maya. Hey, Crown Virtue. Gotta say hey to everybody. Hey, family. I see y'all coming in, getting all comfortable and shit. Y'all ain't even closed the door. Y'all ain't even closed the door. I'm gonna need y'all to get up and close the door behind y'all. I greatly appreciate it because half of y'all didn't even close the door. Y'all was just rushing in, trying to find you a seat before everybody else, and didn't close the door. So I would greatly appreciate if you would close the door. Hey, Chai. Hey, Jersey. Okay, that's fine, Jersey. Hey, Tim. Salute. Oh, my goodness, guys. Okay. So, I have a few updates to inform you guys of. So I was trying to wait on everybody to get in. I see some of y'all still ain't closed the door. So I'm trying to wait on everybody to get in. Yes, Chase, you made it. Hey, Creasy. Hey, Bridget. Nah, I definitely slammed the door and ran to a seat. Go ahead, don't eat them up. You know how you will.
No,
Get
because last
two.
time.
Get two. All right, guys. So, yes, just to let y'all know, there are about to be some updates to go on. So, I want to inform y'all of the updates that are about to happen. Hey, Jakima. Where your membership go? See, if you don't keep a card that's, working on deck, they'll stop your membership. And then I think some people don't have to start their membership over. So, I don't know how that's going. I don't know how that works. But some of your family members done been through it, so somebody can give you answers on how to do that shit, okay? How to do that shit. Okay. So, like I said, it's about to be some updates, guys. I'm finna drop some updates on you guys. Yeah, so, while we got a little time before we start story time, I'm gonna need the rest of my family member to get their butt up and close the door, please. And if you're new to my page and you don't know what I mean when I say close the door, that means thumbs up the live. So, it don't take nothing but a boop. So get your butt up and boop, Please don't start making me tell family members to move to call your ass out individually because you didn't close the damn door. So please get up and go do that. All right. So the first update, you guys. So starting after May 16th, there will be a members recognition shelf added to my page. And this is basically like a shelf that sits on the front of my page for everybody to see publicly to show my appreciation to all of my members. So random members will be picked and placed on this shelf for everyone to see as my appreciation for my members. So it's going to be a member recognition shelf that's going to be on the front of my page. It's going to have probably like 8 to 10 members a day, different members a day. It's going to have like y'all little avatar up there, to show my appreciation for you guys. So that's the first little update that's going to happen. I'm not picking these people out. They're randomly being chosen from the members list. So members will be recognized all the time just to show my appreciation for you guys and, my love and support. I'm having that feature added to my page. So anybody that comes over to my page will see my family right next to me. So, boom. So there's one of the first updates that are coming. I gotta be on the shelf. Girl, I can't with you, Jakeema. Hey, Deja. Hey, Shay. All right, so the second update. Are you guys ready for the second update? I see everybody still saying hello. Let me know when y'all ready for the second update. Hey, August. Hey, Reese Cup. Hey, Idlewild. Okay, so like I said, y'all, the first new update that will be coming to the page will be a member recognition shelf. So it will be featured on the front of my page publicly for everybody to see. Yes, another milestone, okay, Jersey? For everybody to see. And your pictures or your avatar or whatever you have for your name will show up on my page, to show everybody that, you're part of the family. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the updates that's coming. Also, a second update that will be starting soon. Starting in June, starting the first week of June. All grown members, all grown F members, grown members, and grown members only will receive an extra story on Sunday via video. Grown members only, to show my appreciation for you guys for staying down so fucking long. So yes, y'all will get an extra story on Sunday. All grown members, y'all will get a video extra story on Sunday to show my appreciation. Trying to show my appreciation to y'all and show y'all how much I love and care for y'all like y'all do me. So, instead of grown members get an extra story, so y'all will get an extra story on Sundays, just to let y'all know. Another update that also will be happening, also starting in June, there will be 2 Saturdays a month for teen and grown members lives only. So y'all get a live story on Saturday, 2 Saturdays out of the month. Y'all get a live story time for a story. So that's for the teens and the adults. So, there you go. Another update to hit y'all off with so y'all can see what's going on, to show my appreciation for you guys and everything. Hey, Evelyn. Also, last update. Also, May 21st is the official 1-year anniversary of us being a family. Yes. Hey, over here on YouTube, this is our 1-year anniversary of us officially loving each other, not killing each other. Thank you, Evelyn. Not try again. I'm feeling spoiled. You so silly, Day. So yes, May 21st will be our official family reunion, you could say, or celebration for 1 year of me telling story times to you guys over here on YouTube. So I'm going to do a Zoom party. Yeah, I'm going to do a Zoom party. So I'm going to throw a Zoom party. It's going to probably be like 45 minutes long. We're going to dance. We're going to talk. BYOB, bring your own beer and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're going to dance. We're going to talk and have a good time. So I just wanted to put that out there. I'm gonna be it's gonna be $5 to join the live and get in and turn up with us. If you would like to send a gift for the celebration, please reach out to my mods to get info on how, where, and when to send your gift so that it may arrive on time for the party and can be opened up at the party. So there are a few updates for you guys. What do you guys think of the updates? What do you guys think? What do you guys think of the updates? Come on, give me some thumbs. Give me some thumbs. Let me know. What do y'all think so far? Crickets? I don't hear anything. Crickets? Nothing? Nothing? That didn't get a rise out of y'all at all? Extra stories? That didn't get a rise out of y'all at all? Okay, well, here's another little something's gonna happen for my grown members. So I'm gonna take tours. I'm gonna be taking a tour of some of the places I've spoken on. Y'all ready? Including Lake Lanier. It will be a video. Will be grown members only will be the ones to see these videos of the tours of where I'm going. The first one's gonna be the West Side Cemetery that I was telling y'all about, the one that Quan got chased out of, the one that I left my little brother in high and dry, all that. I'm gonna show y'all that cemetery to give y'all a little tour. It's gonna be in the video. The grown-ups gonna be able to see it. Also gonna be taking the Lake Lanier boat tour in June, you guys. And if you ever seen the show Ozark, then you should know Ozark. Well, majority of Ozark was filmed at Lake Lanier. So I'm gonna take the Ozark tour, guys. I'm gonna go on the boat on Lake Lanier to take the Ozark tour so that you guys can see the lake for yourself. It will be that tour, the Lake Lanier tour, that will be a live tour for teens and grown-ups. I'm going to do that live from the time I get on the boat to the time I get off the boat. The tour is about an hour long, so you might want to charge your phone or your computer up because we're going to Lake Lanier, y'all, at nighttime. And we're going to see some of these creepy-ass places in June. So just some more shit that's going to come just to, like, you know. So I hope y'all like the upgrades and the updates and stuff to come and extra stories and stuff to come for you guys, because shit finna turn up. Okay, but enough of the updates. Are you guys ready for story time? If you're ready for story time, you got your lights off. You got, you know, your snacks, your cakes, your pies, your twisties, your shot glasses, everything you need to get creeped the fuck out from these stories. Thumbs up the live. Let me know you are ready. You going to Lake Lanier too while you laugh? Your ass will be right there with me. Nah, your ass gonna be right there with me. Aunt say he going. Okay. You going to show the fam. Time to turn this LF up a notch. No, we can't take Bam. Bam might jump out the boat. He ain't never been on the boat. He might get boat sick. You remember what happened the first time? You remember what happened the first time we took him in the car? He threw up on everything. So yeah, he might get seasick. He might get boat sick. Can't take Bam. So we going. We going to Lake Lanier, guys, at nighttime. So I'm gonna pray before we get on the boat And then on film, I'm gonna let y'all see what y'all can see. If you see anything moving around, it's gonna be, it's gonna be a live. So the live is recorded. So you know, always go back, rewind, see what you see. Fast forward, see what you know what I'm saying. Um, how y'all feel left out, Jaquil? Y'all babies get like what 12 stories a damn day just because the grown-ups and the teens be talking shit and asking for extra stories and shit. You can see the lake from the light, yo. You don't need to go in the H2O. Y'all, okay. So me and Aunt was trying to decide out of all our silly ass fans that we have, well, all our silly ass family members that we have, we was trying to figure out which family member should we pop up on and just be like, surprise, we're here.
The family member
So the family, me, Aunt Toots, we all took a vote. We put names in a hat and we all took a vote. We pulled 3 names out and we sat them down and we came out with 3 different people and then we voted on all 3 people. So I'm here to announce the family member we are going to pop up on. Y'all ready? Drum roll. Y'all ready? So Nino won. Nino will be the person we will be popping up on next month. We will be popping up on Nino. So he will get a chance to meet Auntie and Unc and Toots.
Let's see how much we look like
in person. Like, yes.
You will see the resemblance in
He's
real
going to
life.
get a chance to meet us in real life, you guys. I know y'all be like, that's my auntie, and y'all ain't never really met Auntie, but yep, Nino was the one who won, I guess because he's silly and Unc didn't want a whole lot of females. He felt like his testosterone would have been pushed down a little bit, you know what I'm saying, if it had been a lot of women. So yeah, he was the one who tossed the vote for Nino. So Nino, bro, we will be coming to see you next month. We are popping up on you next month. We are driving to you to say hello face to face. So you get to meet the fam up close and personal, and we're even gonna hang out and do dinner with you. So
I just want to say
congratulations, Nino. Thank you for being a loyal fan. Thank you for being there since the beginning.
I just want to say
This is the way that we are going to say our thank yous to you. So we're going to show up. We're going to go on a wine tasting. We're going to drink. We're going to eat good. You're going to get to chill with the family. We're going to turn up. And it ain't like a one-day thing. Oh, no. We're not doing one day. We're not driving there for one day to see you. Oh, no, it's a weekend thing. You get to hang with us for 3 whole days. 3 whole days. And because we got a cabin when we're coming to see you, you will also be staying with us for 3 whole days.
I just want to say that the Uchihas,
Talking to Nino. So congratulations, Nino, on winning the Meet the Fam raffle.
I just want to say the Uchihas are mid. The
Oh my
Uchihas
goodness.
are
Nothing,
mid.
babe.
I got my cigarette.
No,
I ain't got your stuff.
he I don't remember
Ouch.
his Instagram name.
All right, guys. Congratulations, bro. We will see you soon. And Nick Toots can't wait. She says she just know you got some anime
Naruto.
stuff for her. So
The Uchihas are mid.
we are coming. We are coming to see you. So congratulations, Nino, on winning and being the big part of the fam. And you know, man. You know. I'll show all my love by getting you drunk when I get there. I promise. So, here we go. Not Nino, you sacrifice the cabin host. Oh, I'm definitely going to do a video. I'm definitely going to do a live so you guys can see that Auntie kept her word and she showed up like she said she was going to do. So, Just doing, little pop up on loyal fans that's been there since the beginning. I watch y'all. I keep up with y'all. Even though y'all think I don't know who y'all is and I don't remember y'all shit, I know exactly who y'all are. I got nicknames for y'all, all that good shit. So, just know. What? Get a pickle. You finna get ready to eat. So, all right, guys. We finna get ready to start this story time. It's Friday. Y'all get 4 tonight to make up for me being absent. So y'all get 4 stories tonight. You're welcome. You're welcome. Because I love y'all. You're welcome. So we finna go ahead and start this story time. So our first story has Day Day, Quan, and J-Lo. Day Day, Quan, and J-Lo. Roll call. If you're not here, your ass will be in trouble. I need my late slips, phone calls from your parent on why your ass late, or I'm going to consider you skipping class. Doctor's excuse, late notes, whatever you need to produce that ain't in your own damn handwriting, but your parent handwriting.
No, they did not. I'm telling you, they are so mid. It is not even funny. Madara, no.
Okay. We're not gonna go there. Okay, Jay. Okay. Where's Quan? Okay, we understand. Okay, slide by Lawrenceville on the way out. I definitely have to sit with y'all. Okay. Okay. Yes, we are gonna do the Lake Lemire. We doing all this shit, y'all. Wow, okay. How they gonna do that shit around prom season? That's bullshit. Hey, no, man, I ain't sent. Look, tardy slip from the principal. I ain't no damn principal give you no damn tardy slip. I am the principal. All right. Oh my goodness, that's retarded. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna get back to that in a minute, okay? Here we go. So Day Day, J-Lo, and Quan, who is missing and always talking shit, but is not in class right now. This is you guys' story. So here we go. So Quan, J-Lo, and Day Day, they're all related. They're all like cousins, but they're around the same age. And around the summertime, they choose a house to go hang out at. Either J-Lo's house for the summer, Quan's house for the summer, or Day Day's house for the summer. This particular year, they choose to go to Quan's house for the summer. Now, Quan got a bunch of friends in the neighborhood that has pools in their backyard. So, of course, they was happy when they got chosen to go over to Quan's house because, like, Quan's friends got pools in the backyard. Let's do it. So they go over to Quan's house and, they stay the whole summer. Now, when they get over there, they asking Quan, like, what's the do, man? Because don't you got friends who got pools and stuff? And Quan was like, yeah, I got friends that got pools. They like, let's go swimming then. So Quan reach out to one of his friends and ask one of his friends, can they come over and go swimming? Now, this friend tell Quan, me and my family ain't at home, but y'all can go ahead and go swimming. I just let my parents know that y'all in the pool just in case we pull up and they see people in the pool. They won't be upset. So Quan was like, bet. So he was like, you got to have the code to get in the gate. So this is the code. He give Quan the code. And Quan, they go in and get dressed so they can go swimming. Now, when they get ready to go swimming, it's probably like 6:30. The sun is going down. It's not dark, but the sun is going down. Now, at this point, Day Day and J-Lo is like, hold on, Quan. It's getting dark. How we going to go swimming? It's getting dark. And he was like, well, my friend Pool got the lights at the bottom of the pool so you can see while you on the inside of the pool. It's not like it's dark back there. So they're like, okay, cool. So they go over to this friend's house, and Quan uses the code, and he goes into the pool. Now, they come into the pool behind him. He closed the pool door behind them to make sure the door was locked, and they get into the pool. Now, when they get into the pool, Quan was like, y'all remember that game we used to play back in the day when we used to go swimming? And they was like, yeah. He was like, I brought some rings. And they was like, all right, let's do it. So all of them get out the pool. Quan throw like a bunch of rings, like these little, shit. Like horseshoe, like you play horseshoes, but it's like the rings. It's not a horseshoe, it's rings. And they like all different colors. And he threw like 8 of them in the pool. And he was like, whoever can get the most rings at the bottom of the pool win. So he throws them in the 12 feet of the pool because all of them can swim. So he throws them in the 12 feet of the pool. And he like, on your march, get set, go. And they all jump in the pool. Now, they do this a couple times. It's fun. Everybody having a good old time. Hee and ha-ha, kiki and shit. So Quan get the rings out, and he was like, all right, let's do it again. So Day was like, I gotta use the bathroom, I'll be back. So he was like, okay, cool. So Day goes out of the pool to go use the bathroom. So it's just Quan and J-Lo in the pool. So Quan was like, you ready, J-Lo? She like, yeah, let's do it, let's do it. So he throws the rings into the pool. Both of them jump into the pool to get the rings. Now, when they get down to get the rings, they are collecting the rings. They can see each other collecting the rings, scooping them off the ground, trying to hurry up and get to the rings before, the other get to the ring. And it was 3 rings at the very bottom that was sitting close together. Thank you, Vanya. That was sitting close together at the bottom of the pool. So they both go for all these 3 rings. As they're going down to grab these 3 rings, these 3 rings are pushed like away from the spot that they were swimming in. Thank you for the late slip. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for following directions. So they notice that the rings are being pushed. Now, when they see the rings move, they instantly just swim to the direction that the rings are moving to. And then when they get to that direction of where the rings are, they move again. So at this point, Quan and J-Lo come up out of the water, and they're in the water like, bruh, is the waves moving the water, like moving the rings? Like, why the rings moving? And Quan like, maybe it's because we swimming so fast, the waves in the water is pushing them a different direction. So she like, okay, well, let's just get the rings out before Day get back, because then it's gonna be her turn to get in and try to get the ring. So they go down up under the water to try to get these rings. They get down now. They both pick up 1 ring apiece, and when they both go for that next ring, they pick it up at the same time, but the ring is being pulled. And both of them are like, trying to pull the ring like, I got it. No, I got it. And then the ring is pulled, and it's like it's pulling Quan and J-Lo through the pool all the way to the 3 feet, and then that shit just stopped being pulled. They jump right up out of the water like, what the fuck? They get out the water, they leave the ring in the water, they just looking at it, waiting on that shit to move again. It didn't move. By this time, they like, y'all good? And they like, what the fuck? They get scared because they see her. She like, y'all okay? They like, man, something just pulled us. Something pulled the ring something just pulled us. And J-Lo like, man, I ain't getting back in the water. And they laughing at them. She like, y'all tripping, man. Ain't nobody pulled nothing. Y'all know how water and waves work. Water will push stuff, so stop acting like that. Quan was like, no, this shit pulled us while we was holding on to it. And they like, whatever, man. Come on, let's play. And Quan was like, I don't want to get back in the water. And she like, come on. Like, that's why we came over here to fucking play. Like, I don't want to be bored. Like, come on, let's just play. And Quan like, I don't want to get back in the water. And J-Lo like, I don't want to get back in the water. And then they was like, so I go to the bathroom and come back, and both of y'all bitches, like, what is going on? Like, we came over here to swim. Like, stop acting like that. Stop acting like punks. And then she just kept calling them punks and bitches until J-Lo and Quan was like, fuck it, man. Come on, let's go. So Quan was like, all right, cool. So he throws the rings in the 3 feet. And then they like, what the fuck? So she jumps in, she grabs the rings, she get out, she walk back down to the 12 feet, and she throws them in the 12 feet. Quan like, why you throw them down now? She like, how the hell we supposed to stand up in the 3 feet and just pick them up? No, that ain't how the game go. Come on, Quan. And she jumps in to get the rings. She scooping up rings. J-Lo jumps in. Quan was hesitant. He was looking at this shit. But he was like, fuck it. He jumped on in. When he jumped in, they all grabbed the rings and came up out of the water. Nothing happened. She like, see? Y'all tripping, man. It's not that serious. Like, what are you talking about? The water. She get back out of the water. They get out the water. Now, as they get ready to get up out the water, she trying to pull that right leg up out of the water, but she can't. It's like it's caught on something, but there's nothing in this goddamn pool. So she's pulling her fucking leg, and she can't pull it out the water. So she scream out. She like, J-Lo, help me. I can't get my leg out. And J-Lo like, what the fuck is your leg caught in? She's like, I don't know. She getting scared because she knows it's nothing in this damn water. But her leg is caught. She can't get it out. So she's panicking at this point. She like, just come help me get out. Just come help me get my leg out. So J-Lo runs over, grabs her arm, and snatches on her and snatches her out of the water. And she just turns around and she looked back at the water. She stared at the water. And she looked around the bottom, you know what I'm saying, trying to see if it was anything in the water. And J-Lo was like, what the fuck? What was going on? She was like, something had my leg. I couldn't move. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but something had my leg. So Quan was like, see, I told you I ain't want to get in that fucking water. She like, Quan, I ain't got nothing to do with no damn rings moving around. No, that's not what it is. Like, it felt like something had caught my leg, but I guess it ain't that no more because we can't, you pulled me right out. So y'all ready to go again? And Quan like, no, man, I'm not fucking ready to go again. J-Lo like, Daddy, let's go, man. It's getting late. You know what I'm saying? It's getting darker and darker. Let's just go ahead and leave. And J-Lo was like, we not supposed to be out this late. We need to go ahead and just leave. You know what I'm saying? So then they were like, I went in the house, man. I ain't get a chance to play in the water like y'all had a chance to play in the water. I went in the house when I came back, y'all ready to go. So I just want, some time to play in the damn water myself. So Quan and J-Lo sat out. They were like, all right, go ahead. So they sat around the pool, and she just kept jumping in and laughing, trying to make it seem like it was so fun. And, y'all don't want to get in with me? They like, nope, just hurry up, do what you got to do so we can go. So she's in there. She get the little rings from the bottom of the pool. She comes up out of the water. She throws the rings back in. She like, Quan, I bet you $20 you can't get all the rings before me. Quan like, you don't even have $20. She like, yes, I do got $20. I got $20 for my birthday. I do have $20. So Quan was like, prove it. She was like, I got it. I ain't never lied about no money. I got it. So Quan was like, what you saying is, so if I jump in there and get all of them by, more than you, then you gonna give me a $20. And she was like, yeah, I'm gonna give you my $20. So J-Lo like, wait a minute, I want to get in on this shit, because what if I get the most? If I get the most, then I get the whole $20, or do I got to split it with Quan? And she was like, no, you get the whole $20. Whoever get the most rings, get the $20. Bet. So she get ready to jump in. They like, wait. We all got to jump in at the same time because you cheating. You can't jump in before with. So they were like, all right. So she stood back. All of them stood on the side of the pool. Quan was like, on your march, get set, go. And they all jumped in. Everybody went straight to the bottom for these damn rings. They trying to get to the rings. They scooping the rings up. All of a sudden, it's like everybody just started having problems when J-Lo looks over at Quan looks scared. His eyes is big. He fighting the water like he don't even remember how to swim. He fighting the water. So she tried to get to him, but she can't move. It's like she's swimming, but she in the same fucking spot. She's not going anywhere, and it's like making her panic now. Like, why the fuck I'm not moving? I should be able to move, and she's not moving. Meanwhile, Day comes up out of the water like, I got more rings than everybody, and she gets out of the water, and she looks, and they are still in the damn water. She like, I got all the rings. Why the hell are they still in the water? And she got kind of like looked through the water. She see Quan, and Quan is like looking up. His eyes is really big, and he like waving up. So she jumps back into the water. She dives into the water head first, down to where Quan is. When she dives head down to where Quan is, it's like she hit a brick wall with her head. She didn't even touch the bottom of the pool, but the way her head like slammed and her body and shit snapped, she was out. Like she jumped head first into a goddamn cement ground or something, but it was all water. Couldn't understand. So Quan is freaking out. He trying to move, at this point, Day body is just floating at this point. Like she out. She's knocked out. And J-Lo is trying to get free. She don't know what the hell is going on. She can't get free. She starts screaming like she's letting all the water, all her air out of her mouth, just like screaming, trying to pull and pull. And when she let all the air out of her mouth, her body started to sink to the bottom. And she felt she could move again. When her body started to sink, she felt she could move. And she just instantly swam over there where Quan was. Quan was still trying to move up. She was pulling Quan arms. He wouldn't come up. She had to go to the top, get some air, come back down. She grabbed Day, brought Day up, pulled Day over to the side, put her on the damn side. She go back down for Quan. By the time Quan damn, he ain't really moving no more. It like his eyes are closing, his head is getting weak. He's just going down. She goes to grab him, pull his arm. It's like he was stuck. It was like he could not come up out of the fucking water. She did not understand this shit for nothing. So she swam down by Quan, and she hit Quan in the stomach. And it's like he just and all his air let out of his mouth. He just started to go back. And she was able to grab him. It was like he was set free. She grabbed him, swam to the top, took his ass up out of the water. They all get out of the water. They are breathing hard, coughing and shit. All of a sudden, his friend and his parents come through the backyard. Like, what is going on? And he like, Mom, I told you my friend was coming over to go swimming and stuff. And she's like, are y'all okay? What's going on? And Quan couldn't even get out. He couldn't. He was just throwing up water. J-Lo was laying over there. She couldn't say nothing. Day was still out. The mom ran over there to grab Day. Shook her face and everything. Day wakes up, holding her head. She like, her head is throbbing. And the mom is like bringing towels out to like dry them off, trying to ask them what's going on. And J-Lo was telling them, I don't know. It was something in y'all pool. Like something pulled my like something was pulling on us. It knocked my cousin out. All this shit was going on. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on in y'all backyard, man, but this is crazy. And the mom and the dad was just sitting there with their mouth open. They couldn't believe it. They was just like, listening to them. And like, are you sure? Are you sure? And they were like, yeah, we sure. Yeah, like my cousin over there talking about her damn head hurt. Daddy was holding her head. They asked Daddy what happened to her. She said she dived in the water to try to get him, and her head hit the ground. And they were like, you dived so deep that you hit the bottom of the pool? She was like, no, I never hit the bottom of the pool. Like, I was right there, and it felt like I hit the bottom of the pool. And them folks were just looking at them like, oh my God. So they take them, walk them back to the house, let the family know, something happened to them in the pool or whatever, and to check them out, make sure they was okay. Don't let Day go to sleep because she said she hit her head. And, the family was like, okay, they'll check them out. So they check them out and everything. And the next day, Quantum goes, his little friend comes over to the house. And, Quantum comes out and he like, what's going on? And he was like, bruh, y'all for real about what y'all saw? And he was like, hell yeah. He was like, y'all for real about what y'all say happened? Yes. Like, I saw my cousin dive in the water and hit a cement wall, and it wasn't no damn cement wall in there. And the boy was like, man, my parents was freaked out after y'all left. And Quan was like, why? When he say why, J-Lo and Daddy come out the house, and they like, what's going on? And he was like, my parents was really freaked out when y'all left the house. So Quantum sit down, they like, what's going on? He was like, man, so when we first moved into this house, we didn't have that pool. He said my dad wanted a pool, in the backyard. So I have a pool. He said, so my dad hired some dudes to put the pool in the backyard. He said these guys work day in and day out. He said my dad told them he wanted that pool built within like a week, like fast as shit. And he would pay them extra if they can cut down the days. And these folks was trying to like hurry up and get this shit done. Well, apparently they was working throughout the night and shit like that. And one of the dudes somehow like pushed the cement lever into the area where the pool was supposed to be while his friends was down there trying to smooth out the rest of the cement. And that shit poured in. He had no idea. He fell asleep. They say he fell asleep and his head just hit the damn gear. And it's like all this cement started to pour into the pool area. And the men that was in there couldn't get out. It was like quicksand. Like they was trying to scratch out or climb up the sides, but they couldn't fucking get out. And all the men, it was like two men that was at the bottom of the pool that was cemented. They got killed by being cemented into this damn pool. This man fell asleep. It was only until the dad woke up because he heard the cement thing going for so long and he knew it wasn't supposed to be going that long. He came out, and when he came out, half the pool was full with cement. The dude behind the wheel was asleep. He ran over there, woke him up. When the dude woke up, he was like, where's the other guys? Where's the other guys? And the guys was like, I don't know. He was like, I don't know. And they looked at the pool and instantly felt like that's where they worked. So they called, police and everything, and they came out there, and that's where the two men worked. They was found in the pool, cemented in the pool. So the boy said it was funny how y'all said it was like you swam and hit a concrete and you couldn't move. And he was like, my parents are really creeped out. Now they're talking about like getting rid of the pool. They think the pool is haunted. And Quan was like, they ain't gotta fucking think. We just told them that the fucking pool was haunted. Like, that shit is crazy. And he was like, nothing's ever happened to me in the pool. I've never felt anything in the pool or anything, And Quan was like, well, we felt that shit in the pool. And I don't think your parents should keep that pool because one of y'all going to end up dying. They're going to hold one of y'all down until you can't breathe no more. And then your ass going to be dead. And the little boy was just like, his parents was really upset about, what they said because there was no way for them to know any of that, happened in the backyard and all that shit. So the parents believed Quan them like off the rip. They believe Quan them. And Quan them said like maybe a month after that pool had been covered up and they was talking about like filling the ground back in and taking that shit completely out because apparently the mom said she had been seeing construction workers around the pool at night. When she would come downstairs, she would hear something and come downstairs. And as she'll walk by the patio, she'll see a man in a construction uniform standing there. And when she turned to see completely, it's like nothing there. She kept telling her husband, and he was like, no, it's just in your head because you know what happened. Well, these kids just solidified it for her ass, and she was done. She told her husband she didn't want to pool there no more. He had to get rid of it. He had to figure it out. He had to get rid of that shit. So they got rid of the pool. And thanks to Quan and J-Lo and Day Day, the lady knew she wasn't fucking crazy or losing her damn mind, because she had started seeing a therapist and everything. Her husband had convinced her she was losing her damn mind. Like, no, there's nothing. Just because you knew it happened there, that's why you think you're seeing it and all this shit. And she started talking to people, seeing folks, because she thought she was losing her damn mind. Well, Quantum Show let her know she wasn't losing her damn mind. She saw exactly what the fuck she thought she saw. So that's you guys' first story time. This is your brief intermission where you get to go to the bathroom, get you something to drink, retwist your twisties, rewarm up your food or however, and meet me back here in 3 minutes so we can go ahead with y'all second story of the night. Okay. Okay. Honey, I mean, work accident. You don't get enough sleep. Trying to. That man told, I guess he must have told him he gonna get him a big amount of money for them folk to be trying to, you know what I'm saying, finish this shit up in the dead of night. So, ain't no telling how many days they had went and nights they had went. And I loved it. I didn't die. You so silly, J-Lo. And no, you know how it is when you tired, man. You don't hear shit. Your house could damn near explode and you won't hear shit. You be so tired. And when your body start to shut down on you, when you don't get enough rest, your body start to shut down on you. You fall asleep in the middle of conversations, dinner, shit like that. Thank you, Miss D. Put Miss D down for the superstar sticker. Thank you, Miss D. Well, while we on commercial break, thank you, Suki. Hype. Juicy, I'm gonna need my doctor's excuse, my parent note, something. While we on commercial break, y'all go over and check out the shop. Get y'all some LLF gear. Rock your LLF gear for the party, so we can look like we had a real family reunion. Yeah.
See, the reason I started getting quiet about it is because I didn't know if they could copyright you for that. So I was like,
You're right. Thank you, Tally. Thank you. Yes, I think for my birthday, I think I'm going to Miami for my birthday. Now I have my nail text in the email. She the reason I'm late. I can't with you, Juicy. Oh, thank you, ladies, for the superstar stickers. Y'all make sure y'all write their names down, and Miss D, because Miss D sent one on Cash App. So make sure you put Miss D down. Am I still eligible to receive that shirt? No, Majestic, you're not eligible to receive no damn shirt. That was last year.
superstar stickers. You know what that sound like? I'm in love with the decision.
He's so silly. That's what I'm talking about, Miss D. Rock your shirt, baby. Rock your shirt. I bet you look so delicious in it, too. All right, guys. Are you guys ready for the next story time? Go ahead, thumbs up live. Let me see it. All my people that's on the replay gang, I know y'all are probably going to show up late on the replay gang like y'all do. I still love y'all anyway. Anybody that gives super thanks on the videos will also be added to story time as well. So I just want to let y'all know, even though y'all be watching on replay and y'all be like, we can't get Auntie Superstar stickers, I do now have super thanks. So if you do give me a super thanks, you will still be included in story time. So don't think because you gave a super thanks, I won't know who you are. It notifies me. I will know who you are. You will be in a story. Okay. Why is my page administrator? Can y'all help me? That's a good question. Why is are you signed in another account, Juicy? Yeah, Miss D was the only one that sent the. Let me be sure. Yeah, I think Miss D was the only one that sent it. Mm. Yeah, it was just Miss D. Okay, Auntie Miss D was the only one. Yes, Che, Miss D was the only one who sent something on Cash App. I'm still going to Nolan Sue. That's weird. You got to check out your membership. How do you get a badge? So you get a badge by becoming a member, a part of the family. So you will see join. You'll see a button that say join under the video, and you click the join, and you become a member that way. Can I ride with you? Happy birthday, twin! Girl, you supposed to be somewhere drunk, turned up. Okay, so there's the link right there, LaShondra, how to join. If you didn't see it on your page, there's the link. All right, here we go. So, our next story time has Jersey, LaShondra, and Lex. Jersey, LaShondra, and Lex. Thank you, Daddy. I need to do a virtual party for my birthday on the 29th. I'm doing the virtual family reunion celebration on the 21st. So you just turn up on the 21st with this. It's an early birthday gift. Elena, yes, you made it. Jersey, you here? Okay. LaShondra, is LaShondra here? I think she's trying to become a family member right now. Lex, is Lex here?
It's so cute and so funny. But this right here is that.
They like, hell no, move that. Rice vinegar. Nope. Anything that's sour. Okay. All right. Thank you, Elena. Aw. Thank you. So sweet, love. Okay. All righty. Here we go. You'll be in the A for my birthday on the 21st. Hey, that's what I'm talking about, girl. Yes, come to the A. Yes, and when you become a member, LaShondra, then fill out the little Google Docs right there form so we can have the information that we need when we do raffles and stuff to make sure ain't nobody trying to pretend to be you. So I'm finna get ready to start this story. Now you better run and check the cabbage and turn it up. Turn the sound up on your thing. All right, guys, here we go. So Jersey, LaShondra, and Lex, this is you guys' story. Jersey, LaShondra, and Lex. Thank you, Lakeisha. Jersey, LaShondra, and Lex are all triplets. They are the worst triplets you ever seen in your life. They'll never get along. Everything is an argument. Everybody wants something that somebody else wants. She's still about style. Like, y'all ain't got the same damn style. Y'all are the same fucking people. But, anyway. So, at this time, they're all, thank you, Reality. Y'all put Reality down, too. Reality just sent a superstar sticker through Cash App, so... put her down too. So Jersey, LaShondra, and Lex, they we cute though. They argue about everything. So when they turned 16, it wasn't any different, honey. So mom, dad, because it's three of them and they all got the same birthday, mom and dad ain't with that buy each and every one of them shit. They ain't with that. We gonna buy all y'all shit together. Y'all gonna have to share it. So mom and dad goes in, spend money, and get a car. Not no brand new car. You know, a car you get a regular teen. You know what I'm saying? Some shit that's supposed to break down on them so you can learn to fix and all that stuff. So they got to go out and get them a car, a Volkswagen. And they are to split this car. So instantly you knew it was going to be some issues. Now, the car was cheap. It was really cheap for the car that it was at the time frame. Mom was a little suspicious. She like, the car shouldn't be this fucking cheap. Something is clearly wrong with the fucking car. So they asked the people, what's wrong with the car? Do it need an engine? Transmission finna go out? What's wrong with the car? And the guy's looking very strange at her, but he's like, there's nothing wrong with the car. It runs, it purrs like a kitten. And the mom like, so the dad like, can you open up the hood so I can check it out? And the mom is like, you don't know what the hell you doing. You don't need to be up on no hood. Like, no. How much is it gonna cost? The car at the time, she said it should have been way more. He asked for $1,500 less than the car should have actually sold for. And they couldn't understand why. They felt like that $1,500 was going to have to go to a transmission, an engine, something. Something was going to happen to this fucking car. But when they drove the car home, just like the man said, shit purred like a kitten. It ain't make no noises. Oil change, everything was good. The car was perfectly fucking fine. So when they bring the car home to the girls, of course they was like, ew, it's an ugly car. Welcome, ladies. So, welcome to the family. You will be at a story time as well as special thank you from me on the community page. Y'all family, y'all welcome to family. Welcome to family. It's coming, lady. Hold on, they coming. They trying to adjust so they can tell you welcome. Y'all better welcome y'all cousins. I'm gonna stop the story. There you go. It's coming through. Okay. So they get in the car, they like, ew, it's an ugly car. My friends are gonna talk about it. Mom and dad like, either your ass can ride this car or you can hoverboard wherever the fuck you got to go. It don't matter to us. So they humbled themselves and they was like, fine, we'll take the car. So the next day, mom and dad tell them, instead of catching the bus, why y'all just won't drive the car? They like, nah, we'll catch the bus. Mom and dad like, if you catch the bus, we taking the car back. Fine. Take the fucking car then. So they all dressed all cute and everything, walking around the car, looking at the car like, man, can we drop this shit off at a parking lot and walk to the school when we get close? They do not want to be seen in this car. So they get in the car and, you know, put the seatbelts on and everything. Radio sounds good. Okay. So Jersey in the driver's seat. Jersey like, okay, it ride pretty smooth. So she pulls out. Mom and dad stand on the porch, waving them goodbye. They pull off. They on the way to school, and as they're on the way to school, I'm gonna show them, let's see how it is. Okay, so Jersey's in the driver's seat, LaShondra's in the passenger seat, Lex is in the back seat. Now Lex is in the back seat putting her makeup on. She got this little compact mirror in her hand, and she putting on her makeup and stuff. Hey Chevy, I need my late slip, boo, or a phone call from your parents or something. So she in the back seat putting on her makeup and everything. You know, they got the music on. And all of a sudden, you hear loud ass whistling, loud ass whistling, loud fucking whistling coming from the back seat. So, Jersey turned the music down. She like, I know this fucking car ain't making that noise. So they, turn the music down, they listening, and they don't hear it. So they turn the music back up and they start back jamming, but time the music get up loud, the whistling start again. Like, what the fuck? Is that in the song? So she turns it down again. They listening. They don't hear shit. So Jersey decides to tell LaShondra, she like, LaShondra, pull that song up and see if it has that whistling sound in it. So LaShondra pulls the song up on her phone and it don't have the whistling sound in it. She like, that shit got to be the car. It got to be the fucking car making that sound. So she like, well, we'll worry about that when we come home. We'll let dad look at it, you know what I'm saying, to be fine. Okay, cool. So they go to school. When they get ready to get out of school, Jersey had to stay for track practice. So Jersey told them they take the car, go home, do whatever they need to do, just come back and pick her up. Okay, cool. So she stays at school, and LaShondra and Lex riding home together. So LaShondra's driving, Lex is in the passenger seat. They riding with the music up, flexing. Hey, and all of a sudden the whistling started. Like, what the fuck? Like, oh yeah, we gotta tell dad about this goddamn whistling going on in this car. I think it's the brakes or something. So they turn the music down and the whistling stops. The fuck? So it's like, okay, cool. They get to the house. When they pull up to the house, Dad, come out and look at the car. Something's wrong with the car. Every time we in the car, it sounds like it's like somebody's whistling in the damn car. And I think it may be the brakes or something. So the dad get in the car, he drives the car around. He hears nothing. Not no whistling. He rides with the music down the whole time. He hears nothing. He come back, he tell her, ain't nothing going on with the car. You tripping. I don't hear nothing in the car. I rolled the music down. I didn't hear no whistling, no screeching, no tire brakes, nothing. I ain't hear nothing. And Lashandra like, we heard it, Dad. There's something going on in that car. It's the tires or something. And he was like, girl, ain't nothing wrong with that car. So, they go on about their business or whatever. And then Jersey called. She called Lashandra like, hey, Lashandra, I'm done with track practice. Can you come pick me up? She like, okay, I'll be there in a minute. So she go to look for Lex. Lex in the shower. So she like, Lex, I'll be back. I'm finna go pick up Jersey. She like, okay, cool. So Lex stay at home in the shower. And Lashandra get in the car. So Lashandra get in the car to drive. She got the music on. She jamming. Then all of a sudden the whistling started. Loud as shit. And she turns the radio down. She like, I told him it was whistling. Like, why you don't believe me, man? So she drives all the way up to the school. She get Jersey. Jersey gets in the car. When they get in the car, she like, did you tell Dad about the whistling sound? She like, yeah, I told Dad. But Dad drove around the car. He said he ain't hear shit. Man, he tripping, man. He know he heard it. He just don't want to admit he done bought us a bullshit car. So they ride back home laughing and talking about the shit. And the music is on, but it ain't on loud. And the whistling starts. See, there go that damn whistling again. I'm telling you, it's the car. Now, when I turn the music down, tell me what side it sounds like it's on. So I'm drive side. I'm going to check the driver's side. You see if it's on the passenger side. She turns it down. But the whistling continues. Loud as shit. And they both are like, this is the first time they ever heard the whistling keep going when she turned the radio down. So I was like, what the fuck? So they both putting their ears to the windows and shit, trying to see. Nah, bitch, that's coming from in here. The fuck? Looking all in between the middle console. The fuck? Lashandra looked back. The same time Lashandra looked back, looked through the rearview to look back, Jersey looked back, and it's a dude in the back seat. And he in the seat sitting in the middle of the goddamn seat, and he got his arms spread out on the rest of the seat. And he whistling. And they like, what the fuck? As soon as they see him, Lashandra slams on the brake in the middle of traffic, almost get them hit from the back to jump out the fucking car. They jump out the car, they just staring at the car like, what the fuck? People are running up to them. Are y'all okay? Is something wrong? They like, somebody in the back seat. So a lot of men that was out there ran and, opened up the back seat of the car to see who was in there. Nobody was in the fucking car. And they looking at them like, they're like, are you sure it was somebody in the car? They're like, I'm sure it was somebody in the car. And, everybody looking around. They got both doors open in the back seat. And everybody like, we don't see shit in the car. And, they like, it's nothing in the car. And they look in the car and they don't see nothing. It was like it was a man in the fucking car. And he was whistling. And everybody was just looking at them like, there's nobody in the car. So, they calm them down. It's okay. There's nobody in the car. Calm down. It's probably your imagination. You probably thought you saw something. You girls get in the car and go on home. Because like I said, they ain't but 16. So everybody looking at them, worried about them because they're young. You just get in the car, drive on back home. So they get in the car. As they get in the car to sit down, Jersey instantly tells Lashandra, I'm driving. Let me drive. So she gets in the driver's seat. Lashandra gets in the passenger seat. She tells Lashandra, you watch behind us the whole time. Like, you just turn and you face the back seat. You just watch the whole time. I'm trying to get us home as fast as I can. Like, you just watch the back seat. And she like, okay, I got you. Jersey steps on it. She driving without breaking the speed limit. She driving as fast as she can. Speed limit like 55. She's right at 55. She's trying to get there. As she's driving and she's coming up on the house, Lashandra's like, look. And she looks into the rear view and she sees this form happening in the back seat. It's just like forming. Something like just fucking forming in the back seat. She hurry up and she mashes it and get into the driveway and throw that shit in park and look at the rear view, and this shit forms all the way up into the man in the back seat whistling. All spread it out and everything. She couldn't believe that shit. Jersey turns around and she looks at the man, and the man grabs both of them by the back of the head. He grabs both of them by the back of the head as if he trying to pull them in the back seat. where he at. So now they are screaming, trying to fight to get this man hands off them. Jersey done kicked the horn like 8 times. Blah, blah, blah. They back there fighting. All you can see if you was coming out the front door is ass and arm swinging. That's all you can see from both of them was ass and arm swinging. Because both of them was bent over their damn seats, being pulled into the back seat. They trying to fight this goddamn man to make him let them go. The dad to see what's going on. The mom see all this shit. They run out to the car. They snatch the door open, grab both of them by the legs. What the hell is going on? What is going on? They screaming, he got us. He got us. And the dad like, what the fuck? He just instantly started to pull them in because he like, it's a man got them. So he just let her go. He runs to the back. He snatched the door open. And he looked, and it's the weirdest looking shit you ever see in your life. They look like they doing this shit to themselves. They just linked over, and they both are fanning at their head. Let me go. Let me go. And the dad is just looking at the goddamn car like, so this supposed to be a fucking prank? And they like, what? And they look up at him, and he like, this is supposed to be a fucking prank. And they look at the back seat, and there's nobody in the fucking back seat. They jump out the car. Dad, there was a man in the car. It was a man in the car. That's what the whistling was. It was a man in the car, Dad. So this car is fucking haunted. You bought a haunted fucking car. And the mama looking at their head like, she walk up on them real close. Y'all been drinking? No, ain't nobody been fucking drinking. Like, no, it's haunted. The car is haunted. The fuck? So the dad was like, the car ain't haunted. There's no such thing. And the mom was like, I knew something was up this goddamn car. He $1,500 cheap. I knew it was something. They like, Dad, the car is haunted. Dad like, ain't nothing wrong with the fucking car. Y'all are tripping. Ain't nothing wrong with the car. Lexi car running out the house. What going on? What going on? Lexi, the car is haunted. You lying. No, I'm not lying. The fucking car is haunted. Dad don't want to admit it. The car is haunted. You remember we heard the whistling in the car? She like, yeah. Girl, that whistling came from a man in the back seat. Bitch, you lying. I was in the back seat this morning. I ain't seen no goddamn man. Yeah, we ain't see his ass either until later on today. But, yeah, the car is haunted. Dad, we don't want the car. Take the car. Call the Ghostbusters. Do whatever the fuck you need to do. We don't want the car no more. Dad like, ain't nothing wrong with this car. Like, now they out in the damn driveway arguing about it. Ain't nothing wrong with this goddamn car. Yes, it is something wrong with the car. Dad like, get in the fucking car. We taking a family drive around the block. A family drive around the block. He like, yeah, a family drive around the fucking block, and then y'all can see ain't nothing in the goddamn car. Even your mama over here thinking something in the goddamn car. All y'all in here crazy. Get in the goddamn car. We taking a family trip around the block so y'all can see ain't shit in the car. Okay, cool. Mom get in the front seat. Dad get in the driver's seat. The girls in the back seat. They scared as fuck. They all like linked to the right side of the car. They scared. He was back here in the back seat, Dad. Ain't nobody in the goddamn back seat. Just stay back there. We fine. He backs out the driveway. They driving. They get to the end of the block. Dad look to the left. He look to the right. Make that left. He like, see, ain't nothing wrong with the fucking car. And all of a sudden it was like, you hear the whistling. And then the car light cuts on. And the dad like, why the fuck he fucking around with the shit in the front? Like, why the goddamn car light? Why the inside light on? He pushing it. Goddamn inside light. Babe, your door closed? She like, yeah, my door closed. He looked back. The back door open. J-Lo and them ass is gone. I mean, Jersey and them ass is gone. Jersey, LaShondra, Lex, all of them jumped straight out the motherfucking car while it was still moving. Pops had no motherfucking idea. These bitches just dived head first out the motherfucking car one at a time. Daddy didn't hear a goddamn thing. He looks back to see the back door open, but he like, Jersey, why you got the door open? Because all he can see from the way he's turned, all he can see is like a leg, and he see the fucking door open. So he like, why y'all? And the mom turns around and look, and she like, what is that? And he screams, he slams on the brake to look back. Dude is in the back seat chilling. LaShondra and them gone. He jumps out the car. The wife jumps out the car. They looking at the goddamn car like, what the hell? Where are the girls? Where are the girls? Girls. Dad screaming for him. Girls. They ain't answering. They ain't saying shit. Dad flipping out. He running down the street. The direction they just drove from. He running down the street to see if he see them. Nothing. He run back up to the street. The wife standing up there. She staring at the back seat of the car. He like, you see him? Like, ain't nothing back there. I don't see nobody back there. Dad like, we gotta get the car. back to the house, babe. Come on, get in the car. We gonna find the girl. She like, nah, I'm gonna walk back to the house. He like, babe, I need you to watch out. I need you to get in the car, watch out for the girls. I'm gonna be driving. You just see if you see them on the side of the road. No, Henry. I'm not getting back in the car. Come on. You gonna leave our daughters out here like this? I ain't too old to make more. I'm not getting back in that car, Henry. Babe, get in the car. Like, I ain't even asking no more. Just get in the damn car. Let's go get the girls. She get in the car. He looks in the rear view. He center that shit. So all he gotta do is just look up and he can see the back seat. He turns around, turn the car around. She keep looking at the side. He drives on down the street. He got the window down. Girls! 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 Nothing. Nothing. They ain't, you don't hear shit. Daddy said, I know they out here somewhere. While he's telling the wife, I know they out here somewhere. Daddy just took his foot off the gas. The car just started rolling. He was too scared to even look up. Mom was even too scared to look back. The car started rolling. That shit was slowing down, slowing down. The mama looked back. The dude grabbed mom by the back of her head, started pulling her ass in. Dad jumps out the car. The car's just rolling. It's like doing like 5-6 miles per hour, but it's just rolling. Her ass is tucked over in the back seat, hollering and screaming. Dad hit the ground and realized, damn, I left her in the fucking car. He jumps up, run back to the car, throws the shit in Paul, grabs his wife, pull her out the driver's side, and he like, no, we're not getting back in the fucking car. No, that's it. That's it. We're not getting back in the fucking car. The wife was crying. She had all kind of scratches on her and shit. Dad him and mom walked back to the house. They get back to the house. Jersey, LaShonda, and Lexus sitting right there on the porch. Bruised and scraped the fuck up. Bleeding from the white meat. I'm talking my elbows all skint up and shit. Yeah, they bleed like a motherfucker sitting out there looking like they got into a high school ass whooping. They just sitting there bleeding. Swole up, lip, face, all that shit fucked up. They sitting on the steps. Daddy like, girls, where did y'all go? Oh, what happened? Come here, let me see your face. What happened to your face? When a dude came in, we went out. What do you mean you went out? We went out the door. We jumped out of the car. Y'all jumped out of the car? You thought we was gonna sit in the back seat with him? Mom, what happened to your face? He grabbed me, and your daddy jumped out and left me. Oh, you jumped out the fucking car. Well, I was scared. I didn't know what to do at the time. I thought she would jump out too, but she didn't. So, but she's safe now. She healed. She alive. She got a couple scratches like y'all. Dad, you gotta do something about the fucking car. We not taking the fucking car. Yeah, I don't want to fuck with the car no more either. Be honest with you. I'm gonna call the dude in the morning, tell him he can come get the goddamn car, bring me a refund. Yeah, Dad, we don't want to call that bad. Dad done went in the house. Everybody in the bathroom try to patch themselves up from all these goddamn bruises and scrapes and shit they got on them. Everybody in the bathroom all linked up. It's a big circle. It's four of them. Mama getting pampered by Mama getting her little chin and shit worked on by Jersey. Jersey getting her arms and shit worked on by LaShonda. LaShonda getting her body and shit worked on by Lexi. They in one big fucking circle trying to patch each other up. While they're in this circle trying to patch each other up, the bathroom door slams loud as shit. Bow! The lights go out. Boom! And the whistling starts. Oh, hell no. Oh, they heard the whistling. Instantly, everybody started beating on the door. You were hearing shit break. Dad jumps up. He runs to the goddamn door. He trying to get the door open. He can't get the door open because they put all their weight on the door trying to push the door in. You can't push a bathroom door in. You got to pull that shit out. But I guess they thought that shit went in. So they are putting all their weight on the door. Dad is trying to get the damn door open. Dad is fighting to get this door open, y'all. Pretty soon, you just heard a big bang. And nobody was beating on the door no more. Dad, baby, girls, baby. He goes to kick the door in, y'all, and they are standing right on the side of him. He like, what the fuck? They scared the shit out of him. He goes into the bathroom. These bitches put a hole in the wall. These bitches ran straight through the bathroom to the other bedroom. I'm somebody straight through the goddamn sheetrock. These bitches made another door. These bitches made another door in the bathroom, y'all. Straight through the sheetrock. scared to death. Everybody's bleeding, got sheetrock piled all on their face and shit, standing there looking like Tony Montana and that motherfucker like, it tried to get us. It tried to get us and you weren't trying to help. He like, I was trying to kick the damn door in. Y'all wouldn't get out the door. You wouldn't help us. He was in there. Daddy said, fuck that. Daddy go downstairs. He picks up the phone. Hey, bro. Hey, sir. How you doing? Yeah. Come get this shit. And the man is like, who is this? You know exactly who the fuck this is. Come get this goddamn car. Come get this haunted-ass car you dropped off. And the dude was like, what do you mean, haunted? Bro, don't play with me. You got 10 minutes to get your ass here to get this car. 10 minutes, or you gonna find that shit in the creek some goddamn well, because that's it. We done. Man pulls up. He brings a tow truck dude with him. They tell him, we left the goddamn car down the street. You have to go down the street and get the car down. It down like when you first enter the subdivision on the left side, we left that shit down there. You have to go down there and get it. We ain't putting nothing personal in it, so you can just take it right on out the goddamn subdivision when you pick it up. You ain't got to bring it past our fucking door. Just pick that shit up, go right on out the motherfucking subdivision with it. That's exactly how we need you to do that shit. Don't bring it back here. Take it right on out. And, you know, the dude who sold him the car told the man, go down there and get the fucking car. While he down there, he like, so what the fuck is up with this car? This car is haunted as shit. And the man was like, you know what? I didn't want to believe it. I really didn't want to believe it. And they like, what the fuck you mean you didn't want to believe? Who? Other people done told you the damn car was haunted? He said he got the car from an older woman. He said her husband, I ain't gonna say who he was, he was in charge of a real big company here in Atlanta, huge company in Atlanta. And apparently he took his own life in that car. I guess things got so bad. She said he came home one day. She said she saw him driving to the driveway into the parking garage. She said, but he didn't come in. So she thought maybe he was outside fixing something. She said when she opened up her back door to go see if he was good, it was just like a bunch of fumes came into the house, smoke, everything. So she called the police and he died of carbon monoxide. Like he did it on purpose. So the man was like, you know, at first we couldn't his wife was so upset. She didn't know what was going on or why would he do something like that. You know, it made no sense. Come to find out, this dude, once they, you know, his wife started cleaning out shit and looking through shit, found out this dude used to rape and molest teen girls. He used to pick them up in his fucking car and rape these girls, and you know they would know who, and drop them off like a long ways from wherever the fuck he scooped them up at, so they would have to take a long time to get back home, and he had time to do what he needed to do. So apparently he kept trophies in that car in the back seat. When she lifted up the back seat, like the seat pulled out, when she lifted that shit out, it was a bunch of jewelry, women's jewelry that didn't belong to her. You know what I'm saying? Women's lipstick, lip gloss, all kind of stuff that belonged to women that didn't belong to her. So she found out that he was doing this type of stuff, and he was doing it in that car. And then he killed himself in that car. And when the girls told the man that, you know, they would hear whistling, his wife said he would whistle when he was happy. She said he would whistle right before dinner. She said he would whistle right before he would go to the horse track and bet on races and stuff like that. She said he would whistle. So he would only whistle when he was happy. So I'm assuming he was whistling because he had 3 teenage girls in his presence. Oh, he was probably happy-go-lucky seeing these 3 beautiful girls in this car. Oh yeah, probably brought all kind of memories back, and he just showed the fuck up in the back seat. So, yeah, the dad was like, you should have told us that before we got the car. He was like, I didn't think the shit was real. I didn't think it was true. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I would have never gave y'all the car, much less knew if I knew y'all was getting it to y'all kids. You know what I'm saying? I would have never gave y'all this car, but I didn't think that shit was real. I didn't think, you know, people possessed cars or shit like that. And, you know, the dad was real pissed off about the shit, but he was like, you know, you can have the car, just give my money back. We ain't got to say nothing. You know, I ain't got to talk to nobody or tell nobody this shit, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? So the man sent his tow truck dude down there to get that shit. He apologized about it and everything, and he gave the money back, and he gave them He gave them extra $500 for their trouble. He said he was sorry. He said he really had no idea. He thought the shit was all fake. He thought it was a lie. So he never took the shit serious when it came to selling the car until that situation happened. So he came and got the car, and he gave them their money plus an extra $500 for all them skint up ass elbows and knees, and the fucking figure four that the mom and the sister never put in, and all they pain and suffering and shit. Yeah. They house, the wall, they created a new door in the bathroom and shit. Got to get all that fixed again. So he gave them $500 for their trouble, and he took the car. And let's just put it like this. The twins didn't drive their own cars until they was in their late 20s. They never bought a used car from anybody. They bought only brand new off the lot cars. They still don't trust used cars to this day. If they got a friend that say, yeah, girl, I just bought this car, it's a used car, they will not get in the car. They don't want the car at their house. They are very afraid of used cars since that situation happened. So they don't play no more like that. So yeah. That was you guys' second story. This is your brief intermission where you get to go to the bathroom, get you something to drink, retwist your twisties, rewarm up your food, refill your shot glasses, and meet me back here in 2 minutes to start your third story of the night. Yes. The man got the car. The man came back and got the car. They don't know what happened to the car after he came and got it. They just gave the car to him and didn't want to see the damn car no more. So they don't know where the car is or if he tried to sell it again or what. They just glad the shit wasn't around them no more. What's your question, Shay? You always got a question. So yes, while you're sitting waiting on the next story time, you could be tipping your aunt. You could be going over to the merch shop and checking out some of the merch. Because we about to start in like 2 minutes. Auntie, do you know how to untie a knot? Yeah, why? Where is it a knot? Oh, I answered it. Okay. So yeah, we don't have no idea what the car is, but the man came back and got it, and he didn't argue with them or nothing like that. So they got out of it as good as they could have. Just a few scrapes and cuts, and because Shauna didn't waste no time jumping out that fucking car. All they heard was the first whistle. And them bitches was like, overboard! And they was gone. Dad didn't even realize why the goddamn car light was on. It never dawned on him to look and see if any doors was open. That motherfucker was like, why is the car light on? Yeah, because your 3 kids just damn near committed suicide jumping out the fucking car because you got the whistling man in the goddamn back seat that you didn't believe when they told you he was there. So, what if it's a double the loop knot? Yep, I got to tie those dude. I'm glad you loved it, Jersey. If you love the stories, please feel free to tip your auntie. I'm your bartender. I'm giving you your shots of what you need. So tip your bartender. All right. 8:52. Time to start the next story. So if you guys are ready, y'all are back. Y'all are ready. Go ahead and thumbs up. Let me know you're ready. Let me know you're ready. Let me know you're ready for the third story of the night. Y'all get 4 tonight. I'm being generous, so y'all can be generous. Give me them thumbs. Give me them thumbs. Let me know y'all ready.
Anyway, decorate. There you go. There you go.
Let's see. you, Tim. All righty. Let's see if I got enough thumbs. Y'all say like y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready? He's so stupid. I'm just coloring in my coloring book. Shut up, Shay. No dying this time. Nope, no dying this time. Honey, I know, right? I'm trying to figure out how to start my own podcast. You know, when you ain't never done that type of stuff before, it take a lot of research. So I'm trying to figure out how to start it and equipment I would need. So, you know, I'm trying to figure it out too. What? Y'all trying to cook? Oh, shit. Sounds delicious. I don't even know what it is, but it already sounds delicious. You so stupid, ain't no. They untied of that. Thank you, Jersey. Thank you for the tip. I'm so glad you loved your story, love. All right, guys. Here we go for this third story. Y'all ready? So the third story has Talisha, Sophie, and Trina. Talisha, Sophie, and Trina. Are you guys in roll call? Y'all in class? Because if you ain't, I'm reaching out to your parents and telling them your ass is cutting. I'm snitching on all y'all asses. Deborah, Nisa, all of them snitching on all their asses. Sophie's here. Thank you for being in attendance, Sophie. Where's Reese Cup? Oh, got that 18. Yes, he do. Well, thank you, Chastain. I won't forget about you. Y'all put Chastain down on Storytime. She just gave a superstar sticker. And yes, Auntie. Yes, Uncle's on that 18. Okay, there go Reese Cup. I will listen to that podcast. Okay, honey. I'm trying to figure it out. Auntie gonna try to figure it out over the summer. Lakeisha was in here. She ain't answered to roll call. So, oh my goodness, not the mud ducks. Okay, y'all, look. All right, y'all, here we go. So, Talisha and Sophie and Trina. So, just to give y'all a little background history, here we go. So, Talisha grew up in the Mechanicsville area in Atlanta, right? And her mom used to always take her to the laundromat because back in the day, we couldn't afford fucking washing machines and stuff. So, it was either one or two ways. You either went to the laundromat and washed your clothes, or you did that old time shit and you punished your children by putting them goddamn clothes in the tub and making their ass walk on them fucking clothes all day until the dirt came out that shit. Yeah, then you come out all wrinkly and shit. But anyway, Talisha mom used to take her to the laundromat all the time, and she loved the laundromat. Her and her little friend used to be up there all the time when her mom used to come wash, and they were playing hide and go seek one time in the laundromat. So they get ready to they playing hide and go seek, and it was Talisha's turn to count. So she counts, and her friend goes to hide. There's a lot of people in this laundromat. So she, you know, get ready to go look for her friend. She looks all around this goddamn laundromat and she can't find her friend. By the time she look around the whole laundromat and can't find her friend, she tells her friend, Mom, like, is your daughter over here? Thank you, Tay-Tay! Shh. Snitch. So she go to tell the little girl, Mama, like, where's your baby? We playing hide and go see and I can't find her. So the mama like, she around here somewhere. So Talisha goes to look for her again. She looks around. She don't see her. She come back to the mom. She like, I don't see her. So at this time, the mom is like, I go get her. She looks around the laundromat and she don't see the baby. And now she's getting scared. She goes, she's asking everybody, did you see a little girl about this tall? And everybody's like, no, I haven't seen her. I haven't seen her. You know, Talisha's getting worried. She's telling her mom what's going on. And her mom is asking the lady, you know, have you found your baby? And she's like, no. And everybody's like running around in the laundromat looking around to see if they can help find her. They couldn't find the baby, so they ended up calling 911. 911 comes, mom describes what she had on, what they were doing last, and the police told everybody to come out the laundromat. They talked to everybody that was in the laundromat, made everybody come out of the laundromat so they can go in the laundromat and search. They go in the laundromat and search. They come out, you see one of the cops come out, tell another cop, get an ambulance. The mom hears that, she runs up like, what's going on? What's going on? And he's like, ma'am, they'll be out to talk to you. Just stay behind the line. They'll be out to talk to you. And she's like, no, I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on. And, laundromat, it's not like it's dark where you can't see inside the laundromat. It's just clear fucking windows. You can see right inside the laundromat. And she sees them pulling this baby out of one of the washing machines, one of those big ass washing machines where you put like your comforters and shit in. Well, apparently this baby got into the washing machine and hid in the washing machine, and somebody came in and stuffed rugs, like rugs for your floor, stuffed rugs into the washing machine and didn't know that this baby was in there, and she couldn't move this heavy ass rug out of the way to try to, come out and say something before this person started the fucking washer. So this baby basically drowned in his fucking washing machine. Killed Talisha, broke Talisha hard. She was crying. She was upset. She had to get counseling and all this stuff when she was little. So when she got older, she was staying in the same area still around her mama's house, and she didn't have a washing machine. So she was going to the same laundromat she used to go to as a kid. But as this time, she got her own kids, Sophie and Trina. Sophie and Trina like 4 and 5 years old. So when she gets to this laundromat, ever since that happened when she was little, when she gets to that laundromat, she just feels off. She just don't like being in there. She feels like something's wrong. She even got it where she tells Sophie and Trina to hold her pockets. They each got to hold a pocket on each side of her jeans while she's in this laundromat putting clothes in the washing machine just to make sure she keeping an eye on them. So the same thing won't happen to them that happened to her little friend back in the day. So after she put her stuff in the washing machine and everything, the girls, they keep pulling on her clothes, pulling her because they want to play. And she like, stop, be still. But they just keep playing. So she tell them, look, you see that corner over there with my purse at? And they like, they look over there, they see it. She like, go over there and play in the corner. So they go over there to the corner, they play. And, she putting her stuff in the washing machine. She look back every now and again to make sure they back there. They still back there. And, they just sitting on the floor playing. So she puts her stuff in the washing machine, put the washing powder and all that stuff in, and then she goes over there to sit down, and she's sitting right there next to them, and they just sitting there playing and laughing and giggling and talking, and then she was like, no, she my friend. And she heard Trina say, no, she's my friend. And then Sophie said, she's my friend. And by this time, Talisha's like, what the hell are they arguing about? So she like, what's wrong? And she was like, mama, tell her that's my friend. And Sophie was like, mama, tell her that's my friend. And Talisha was like, it's both y'all friends. She was like, it's both y'all friends. And they folded their arms up and started pouting. Like, she not her friend. She my friend. She not her friend. So she like, you want me to go get the little girl? And they like, looking at her crazy. She like, you want me to go get the little girl so y'all can see she'll be both y'all friend? And Sophie was like, no, the little girl right there. And she looks over and she don't see nobody. It's just like a blank area. And she like, where is the little girl? She was like, right there. She's sitting on the chair right there. She want to be our friend. And Talisha looks over to the chair, but she don't see nothing. So she like, okay, well, y'all just stay right here. Let me go check on the clothes. She goes to check on the clothes. She's over there. She take her clothes out the washing machine. While she's taking her clothes out the washing machine, lady walks up on her, asking her about the girls. They so pretty. Who do they hair? Because they had like these pretty long braids in their hair. And she like, who do they hair? And she was like, I braid their hair. And the lady was like, do you braid other people's hair? So they having a conversation about hair. And while they doing that, Talisha's taking her clothes out of the washing machine. She's putting them in the dryer. She's still talking to the lady. And she's standing there for a while. And, the lady was asking her, what did she put in their hair? And, all this stuff. And eventually the lady ended up taking out Talisha's number because she said she wanted to get her daughter hair braided. And, Talisha was giving her number. While she was giving her number, she felt a tug on the back of her shirt. So she just fans away, the tug. She fans at the back of her shirt. And she keep talking to the lady, and then she feel the tug again. And she, she turns around and she look and she don't see nothing. So she talking on to the lady, and she like, yeah, and I put this kind of grease in her hair, and then she feels somebody pushes her, like it pushed her hard as shit. She falls onto the lady she talking to, and the lady like, oh my God, you okay? And she like, somebody pushed me, and she turns around and she look back, and she don't see nothing. She like, what the hell? And she see a dude like standing at the end, and she look at him all funny like, you better keep your goddamn hands off me. And the guy looking at her like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So she turns back around and she keep talking to the lady. And the lady was like, so how many times do you wash their hair? How often do you wash their hair? And then she feels the tug on her shirt again. And it's like, mommy. And she looked down and she don't see nobody. So she tell the lady, you know what? I'll talk to you later. Let me go check on my kids. She goes around now, and the girls ain't on the floor no more. They're not playing on the floor no more like they was doing at first. So instantly she starts to panic. Girls, Sophie, Trina. She started freaking out. She's running around looking for them. She can't find them. She don't see them anywhere. All of a sudden, all the goddamn like dryer doors started opening and closing. Even while people was trying to put their clothes in them, they just started slamming. All of them, hard as shit. Bow, 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 bow. They was slamming so hard, and it was scaring everybody in the goddamn laundromat. People were jumping away from the dryers like, what the hell is going on? And it's like everything just started flooding. Talisha like, oh my God, I remember when, all this was happening. She was looking at the damn dryers, and they was like, bow, 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 bow. And she noticed all the dryers was slamming like that, except for one dryer. One dryer door never opened and closed. It just stayed closed. All the rest of them around it, from front to back, was slamming loud as shit. Bow, 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 bow. So she just runs over because everybody done backed up from the dryer. They like, what the fuck? Even the person that's running the laundromat is confused on what the fuck is going on. Like, what the hell? Why is this happening? So everybody's like jumping back, scared. Oh my God. You know what I'm saying? And Talisha, it just like, she looks and she sees this one fucking dryer ain't slamming. All the rest of them are though. So she runs to that one dryer, and the dryer is going. She snatches the dryer door open, and there is Trina and Sophie. And they are crying, like crying loud, but you couldn't hear them over this fucking dryer. She pulls them out of the dryer. They got like burns all over their arms and shit. And they was like, Talisha was going off like, oh my God, call 911. We need 911 down here right now. The police rush down now. They get the girls, put them in an ambulance. They say they got third-degree burns. I have to take them to Hugh Spalding Children's Hospital so they can get seen and everything. And they wanted her to come on down now. So, she was like, what happened? She was looking at the girl. She's like, what happened? What happened? And they were just staring at her. They just had like this blank look. So the ambulance was like, we need you to come on. So she jumps in her car. She follows them down there. They get down there. They asking what happened. They was in the dryer. I don't know how they got in the dryer. And, I don't know if y'all know about Atlanta, but the first thing that happened to your baby, honey, defects is involved, honey. One splinter out of place. If a splinter end up in a weird-ass place, your ass got defects staring in your face. Please believe it, because they want to know what's going on, what happened to these babies. So they asked mom, defects, the social worker show up. What happened, mom? She tell them exactly what happened. We was at the laundromat. The girls was playing, and some type of way they ended up in a dryer. I don't know what happened. So they sent a child psychiatrist into there to talk to the girls. People that supposed to make them feel comfortable. So the lady go in there and she talked to them, and then she comes back out and she asked mom. She said, "Did you have a boyfriend that you took with you to the laundromat?" And Talisha was like, "No." And he was like, "Okay, did you have a guy friend with you?" And she like, "No." And she was like, because the girl said a man told them to get in the dryer. A man told them to get in the dryer. So a man told them to get in the dryer. That's what the kids are saying. A man told them to get in the dryer. That don't sound right. That don't make no fucking sense. That don't sound right. So to let you know, after they got through talking to the kids and they realized, talked to the police. Police said, after watching footage, they came in together. Wasn't no man with them. They watched the video footage. They see the girls like get distracted, like the girls were playing, and then all of a sudden, both of the girls' heads look up. They shake their head. They both stand up. They walk down the laundromat right behind each other, one behind the next. The fucking dryer door opens all on its own before the girls even get to the damn dryer door. It just opens all on its own. And the girls walk over to the dryer door. They walk over to the dryer. They look in the dryer. Then they look back up again. And then they climb into the dryer. That's what the footage show. While mom is talking to this lady about hair. So she was cleared. You know what I'm saying? They see she wasn't nowhere around. She didn't put them in there. Or no shit like that. But this man could not be seen on camera. That these kids were saying they saw. Couldn't be seen on camera. So they kept the kids at the hospital overnight, you know, to evaluate them and everything. And Talisha stayed there with them. Put both of the kids in the same room so she wouldn't have to go back and forth. And she stayed there with them. That night, she falls asleep. She wakes up in her dream at the laundromat with her friend. It's like she's reliving her friend's death all over again. So she's in this dream, and she says she's playing with her friend like they normally did at the laundromat. She said, and she noticed a lot in this dream that she didn't notice when she was little. She said when they were little, they was just playing. They was just running around. They was just playing. That's all it was about my friend. We just playing. We just playing. She said, but in this dream, she noticed that her friend got distracted by a man that was offering her candy. Like, she didn't pay attention to this when it was going on back in the day when it happened. This happened, you know, she sees this in this dream, and she sees her and her friend playing. She see her run up, hit her friend, tag, you're it. And before her friend can chase her, she see this man stand over to the side with like this candy, like a little sucker. Like got it in her hand like this. So she was distracted, and she went off to him to get the candy from him. Talisha had never noticed this when she was little. She never noticed this when this shit happened. She only noticed this in this dream. And when she turns around in the dream and she see her friend run into this man like grabs her hand. He get her the candy. I guess he tell her he got more candy. Come on. She walks with him. You know what I'm saying? They go out the back door of the laundromat. It was a laundromat, back door of the laundromat. They go out of the back door of the laundromat. She sees this in her dream. This little girl going out of the back door of the laundromat. And then she see this man coming in without this little girl, but a big ass load of clothes in his hands. She see him throw them clothes in the washing machine. When he's pushing the clothes in the washing machine, she seen her little friend shoot, like her foot come out the washing machine a little bit, and he hurry up and stuffed it in there and closed the door, started the washing machine, and he left. And it's like she wakes up scared, breathing hard, can't believe that shit. And when she like wakes up fully and she looks around, her little friend is standing right there in the room with her. Right there in the hospital room with her. The friend is standing right there. And she's just looking at her. She's looking at her friend, and her friend is like, the little girl is walking around the bed. She walked over to Sophie's bed. She rubbed Sophie's forehead. She walked over to Trina's bed. She rubbed Trina's forehead. And then she walked over to Talisha. And she grabbed Talisha's hand, and she held Talisha's hand, and she was like, they're fine. Like, they're fine. And she looked at her, and she said, it was you. It was you. It was you at the laundromat. It was you. And the little girl just looked at her and she smiled and she was like, they're fine. And she faded away just as quick as she was there. She was gone. Like her hand and everything just faded away. And Talisha couldn't believe it. Talisha hurried up. She jumped up. She ran. She called the police. She told them, she said, I was a little girl when this shit happened. She said, but I remembered something. She told them exactly what she remembered. She said, I had a dream. I don't know if it's real. I don't know. I just want to tell you what I saw. She was like, I don't know if I was a kid and I blocked it out or it's just now showing up, but I just want to give y'all the information that, you know, that I have. So she tells them, you know, about the dream. She tells them she was a little girl when the other little girl got killed at the laundromat. And just so happened the detective that showed up that day was still working for the police department. So they go to tell him that this little girl was here from that day. And he comes in and he talked to her. And she tells him, she like, I remembered something. I don't know if it was a memory I pushed away because I was afraid of it. I don't know if it's a dream. I don't know. I just want to give you the information. I won't feel better until I give you the information. So he was like, okay, what is it? So she tells him that day we were playing hide go seek in there. She was like, my friend got distracted. She said, in a dream, I seen my friend get distracted by a dude. He was real tall. He was young, but he was really, really tall. She said he had on a mechanic's outfit. Like, she just described everything she saw in the dream on what this man looked like. She said he had a short beard. It wasn't really big. It was a little beard close to his face. And she just started describing everything that she could picture from her dream. Come in. When she describes that, the detective said, "Thank you so much. Thank you. We'll call you if we find anything." She gets a call 3 days later. They let the girls go the next day. She gets a call 3 days later. It's the detective. The detective calls her. He said, "We got some news on what you was telling me about." And she was like, "Well, what do you what information do you have?" And he was saying that 5 days after her friend was found dead in the laundromat, they stopped the dude looking like what she described. They stopped the man. He became a person of interest in the case, and I guess his ass was he was supposed to be the motherfucker to take the charge. They locked him up, and he killed himself in jail. That's what a man is. He's dead. So he told her, he was like, that we thought that was him too. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had a suspicion after we talked to everybody in the laundromat. His story wasn't adding up. We started looking at him, and, we felt like he was the person. We brought him in. After his story didn't match up from the last story he told us about why he was at the laundromat, what he was doing and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We locked him up. They said he was only in jail for 17 hours before he hung himself and killed himself in jail. So she's like, so it was him. That's what she was trying to tell me. She was trying to tell me it was him. And I get, the police was like, who was trying to tell you that? And she was like, nothing. You know what I'm saying? She left it alone, nothing. And he was like, well, thank you. Thank you for coming to say what you had to say and everything. So she felt better. She had told him what she knew, what she thought she knew. She was like, it was, got it off my chest. I told them what she wanted me to tell them. She was happy about it. She come home. She's, feeling like everything is all good. And, she put the girls in the bed, and she goes to get in the bed, and she's watching TV, and her TV cuts off on its own. And then all of a sudden, this light starts to get brighter and brighter right in the center of her room. This light shows up like a ball of light, and it gets longer and longer and longer until it shapes out into the form of her friend. And she's looking at it. She was like, I did it. I told him what happened. I told him who did it. You can go. You can rest. Your soul can rest now. I told them who did. They know who did. I told them. And her little friend was just looking at her so sad. And she was like, what? I told him. Didn't you want me to tell him? I told him. And her friend pointed at her kid's room. She pointed at the girl's room. She pointed at Sophie and Trina's room. So Talisha was like, what? What? And she jumps up and she runs in there into the room. And when she opens up the door, this dude from the dream is standing in between both of their beds. And he got his hands on both of their forehead, like caressing their face and everything. And she runs in like, get away from my kids. And she dives at this motherfucker. And it was like nothing. She just dives and hit the fucking floor. And she jumps up. The girls jump up like, what's wrong, mama? What's wrong? And she like, nothing. Come get in my bed. Come get in my bed. And they get up out of the bed and they come get in her bed. And she put them in her bed and she's sitting on the side of the bed and she's just watching them like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is going on? She's pacing the floor. Lord, please tell me what's going on, what I need to do, what's going on. And, the girls are just looking at her like, is she crazy? Is she okay? She like, I'm sorry, y'all just go back to sleep. It's okay. So, they lay down and she just like sitting over there with her head down, trying to figure out what the fuck going on. Like, what is going on? And then she feel a tap on her shoulder and she sits up and she looking at her little friend. She's standing there. And she's looking at her. She like, I don't know what's going on. Like, what is it? I don't know what's going on. Like, tell me how to fix this. What do I do? And the little girl was like, it's him. He's angry. And she like, what? What did I do? And the little girl was like, you saw him. You saw him. And she's like, okay, what am I supposed to do? And her friend was like, he saw you and you saw him. So now he's pretty much hunting you now. And she was like, my daughters, he's coming after my daughters. And she was like, he liked girls. He liked little girls. And she's like, oh, hell no. Like, I got to do something about this. Like, what can I do? How do I fix this? And her little friend was just walked up to her. She grabbed her hand and she was like, you was a friend to me. And you stayed there. And you was always a friend. So I'm going to help you. And Talisha was just like, she didn't know what was going to happen. The little girl said she was going to help, and then she faded away. And she just calling for a friend, hoping she'll show back up, but the little girl never did show back up. So she just sat there the whole night watching her children because she didn't know. She just sat there. And then, like, the next day they get up and they fine, they go to school. She still worried. Talisha worried like hell. She like, I just know some shit gonna happen. That night, she wouldn't even let them sleep in their room. She told them come get in her bed again. They laying on her bed to go to sleep. She sitting in the chair. She dozes off again. When she dozes off, she wakes up at this laundromat again. And her little friend is standing there. She tag her. Tag, you're it. She runs off. And Talisha like this dream again. She runs in the dream. She chases her little friend. And the same situation happens all over again. The dude offer her the candy. Right when Talisha tag her friend and say, tag, you're it. She get ready to run off. The dude shows the candy and her little friend is distracted. And Talisha stops running. She turns around and she look. She see the little girl running up to the man and he giving her the candy. And she take the candy. He grabs her hand and he gets ready to walk off with her. But this time she stops him. The little girl stopped. She didn't even walk. She just stayed there. It's like she almost pulled him back. Because he was expecting her to walk and she didn't. And he turned around and he looked at her. And she looked at him. And then his face got real evil looking. He was looking at her real fucking evil. And Talisha ran over and she was like, hurry, run. He's going to get us. He's going to get us. And she turned to Talisha and she said, no, I got to stop him here. This is where it started. This is where it has to stop. And she turned back around and she looked at him. And he looked at her and he snatched away from her hand. And he told her, let's go. You know the routine. Let's go. And she said, not this time. And she jumped back and he jumped back. And it's like all of a sudden this little girl morphs into her age of what she should be like right now in real fucking life. This little bitty girl, this little small ass girl morphs into like damn near a 25, 26-year-old woman. Like she just grew big as shit. Like she found all her energy, all her confidence. She grew big as shit. Now him and her like face to face, scared the shit out of him. He was looking at her all crazy and stuff. And she went in on his ass like a bolo bat. Them blows were coming so fast, he didn't know what the fuck to do. She sent his ass back to hell on a float ball real quick. She beat the sleeves off his ass in that motherfucking laundromat. And Talisha was still looking like a little girl. She was just standing there watching that shit. She couldn't believe it. Watching this shit, and it's like the more her friend hit him, the smaller he would get. He would just shrink and shrink and shrink and shrink until he was really small, and she just stepped on his ass. And then she turns around and she look at Talisha. Talisha look up at her and she was like, he'll never bother you again. I'm going to protect you on this side. And I'm going to protect your girls on this side. And she said, now it's time for you to go. And Talisha wakes up. And when she wakes up, she's in her bed. She's looking around. All she sees is this little girl at the foot of her bed. And she looks at her and she starts to cry. And the little girl was like, it's okay. And she fades away. And Talisha never seen her little friend again. Her kids never had any more incidents where they was talking to ghost people or none of that shit. Nothing. Nothing. They didn't even, nothing. They didn't even remember the ghost people. None of that. They had no more problems. She said she was going to protect them from the other side. And that's what she did. So, yeah. All ghosts ain't bad ghosts. So, that was you guys' third story. This is your brief intermission where you get to go to the bathroom, get yourself a drink, tip your auntie, refill your shot glasses, retwist your twisty, throw you another bag of popcorn in the microwave for the last story of the night. Right, Day. Huh?
So upset that story had sad ending. I thought it was just about to end up, and it kept happening for generations.
Mm-mm.
I thought it was about to happen like that. I was like,
We have all, you just don't understand. We got all type of guardian angels on the other side. That's why you don't go through as much as you think you should be going through or you thought you was gonna go through. You ever had one of them times where you be like, girl, I thought I'm gonna be way worse than that. Cause you got a guardian angel on the other side that's taking that weight for you. No, they strong. The problems we have seem strong to us, but to them they weak. Right. She grabbed that ass and went, but now the on his ass. And Talisha, she keeps a picture of her friend in the house on her shelf. She said that's her kid's guardian angel. And them babies always walk by and they say, hey. It's like a tradition that they walk by and they say, hey, it's that picture. They go on out the door. Kids ain't never had a problem. So, yeah. All right, guys. Y'all got 3 minutes to shake it and zip it, flip it, and wash your damn hands. Before I start the last story of the night, go ahead and pour that last little bit of liquor on in that glass, because I don't know why you babysitting that glass of liquor. I'm looking at a bunch of y'all do that. Stop babysitting that damn glass of liquor with all that ice in it. It's watered down by now. I'm going to take that shot, throw that shit to the head.
I really want to see that song. I want to use copyright though.
Yes, I'm going to see if I can get... So, y'all know I got a lot of family members and stuff that be wrapped up in that voodoo stuff. And I got family members that don't too much be wrapped up in it, but got stories. See if I can get my auntie come tell y'all the story, what happened to her. My family couldn't believe that shit. I'm going to see if I can get her to tell it, though. I don't want to tell it to y'all. Well, I don't want to tell it to y'all. She might want to tell it to y'all. Get her to tell it. But yeah, she had to suffer. She had to suffer. I don't know what it is. It's all the women in my family, but my auntie caught it. She caught it like way worse than everybody else did. And it was all over some stupid shit. All over some wood. You know how it is. All over some wood. But yeah, she ended up catching the bad end of the stick because of it. I'm going to see if I can get her to come on and tell the story. But yeah, I want her to tell it in her own words. But just to give y'all an idea. So back in the day, my granddaddy was a Rolling Stone. He didn't play. He played around in the field. He did all that stuff. And he was still married to my grandma. He never divorced my grandmama. All this time, he never divorced her, but he had other women. And my granddaddy used to mess with women that was in West Point, Georgia. A lot of geeches live in West Point, Georgia. And, you know, he started messing with this lady. And she was pretty much a geechee, but, you know, he didn't really, take nothing to it. And this lady was in love with my granddaddy. But she knew my granddaddy was married. And she knew my granddaddy had kids. So she dealt with my granddaddy. She was his mistress for about 6 months. And then she gave my granddaddy an ultimatum. And she told him, if you're going to leave your wife, divorce your wife, leave your family and be with me, or, leave me and go be with your family. She thought that, she had that sunshine between her legs. So she thought when she gave that ultimatum, it was just going to be like automatic. He's coming this way. Well, it didn't go that way like she thought it would. And my granddad decided to choose the family. Well, this Geechee didn't like that. So, anger out on my granddad, who she was really upset about. She took it out on my aunt. My aunt was small. She was like 10, 11 years old. Had real long, pretty hair down to the center of her back. This lady put a hex on my auntie. She said she was going to hurt my granddad through his kids. She put a hex on my auntie. Y'all, my auntie hair fell out. All her pretty hair fell out. She had to wear a skull cap on her head because it had fell out in patches and shit. And the kids at school used to snatch her skull cap off and make fun of her. She had to have counseling therapy. It was a lot of shit. But her hair would not grow back for nothing. They was trying everything. They was trying all this shit from back in the day to try to make it grow back. Nobody could figure out why the shit fell out. They didn't know what the hell was going on. And like I said, my family is, they fuck around in that voodoo and hoodoo shit. So my great grandma was like, she told my grandma, go see this lady. She said, go talk to this lady. This lady read people and she can tell you where it came from or what's going on. If it's anything like that, she can tell you. So my grandmama decided to take my aunt down into this lady. And they went and talked to the lady. And the lady told my grandma and my aunt to sit down. And the lady didn't ask them no questions. She just started pacing the floor like, Had her head down with her hands behind her back. That's all she kept saying while she was pacing. And then she turned around and she sat down and she asked my grandma, she said, what's going on with your marriage? Blew my grandma's mind. My grandma was like, what the fuck? And the lady was like, what's going on with your marriage? And my grandma told her what was going on. And she said, she said, your husband is cheating with a woman that's a geechee. She pretty much deals in voodoo and hoodoo. And she said, this lady done put a hex on your baby. She said, that's why your baby hair falling out. And my grandmama and them had been trying for a whole year, to get my auntie hair to grow back. It wasn't growing back at all. Like nothing they did, nothing was growing that shit back. And that lady told my grandma, that lady put a hex on her, on my auntie. So the lady took some white shit and she blew it in my auntie's face and all over my auntie's head. And then she took this pipe. She had something in this pipe. I ain't gonna say she was smoking it, but it was something in this pipe. And she lit this pipe and she took a deep breath of that shit. She blew that shit out of my auntie's face, all around my auntie's head, everything. And told my grandmama, bring her to me 2 more times and let me do this 2 more times. And that shit'll go back where it came from. Now, mind you, this geechee, she was from Louisiana. She got this pretty long hair and shit, just like my auntie them did. And, my grandma brought my auntie back, just like the lady said. She brought her back 2 more times, just like the lady said. And after that, they blew that stuff in my auntie's face and blew all that smoke shit around her head and stuff. My auntie hair started to come back fast. Real fast. Her hair started to grow real fast. Funny part about it is, as her hair started to grow real fast, this lady who put this shit on her hair started to fall out real fast. And my granddaddy didn't know that my grandmama knew about this lady. But the lady told her what my granddaddy was doing. So my granddaddy come home. And my grandmama tell him what's going on with my aunt head. And he just like, he don't know what's going on. And she like, that lady that you fucking with is the one who did this. And my granddaddy was like, huh? What lady? What you talking about? She like, ain't no need to lie. That geechee bitch you fucking with. She the one who did this to her. And my granddaddy was like, I don't know what you talking about. And my grandma was like, don't play no games. You know what I'm talking about. That geechee put this fucking hex on our baby. The bitch you fucking with put the hex on our baby. Welcome to the family, Shanteria. You will be in a story time as well as your name. A special thank you from me on the community page. So welcome to the family, love. So yes, told my granddaddy, it was his little geechee bitch that did it. So my granddaddy stuck to his story. He didn't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I ain't fucking with nobody else. I don't know what you're talking about. You the only one for me. He stuck to that story. Granddaddy go down there to try to see the little geechee bitch because him and my grandma got to arguing about her ass. So at this point, grandma ain't she ain't giving up no ass, no nothing. You want ass, you got to go to the geechee bitch and get it now because grandma pissed off. So he goes down there to the geechee bitch. This bitch comes to the door. This bitch look like E.T. She comes to the door. This bitch is stunt bald head in the motherfucking like somebody done shaved her shit off. This bitch shit is just gone. It is gone, y'all. That shit is gone. That long, pretty hair was just gone. And my granddaddy come back to my grandmama after seeing this lady. And he begged my grandma because he knew my family was into that shit. He didn't never want to be around it. But he knew my grandmama now was into the religion of voodoo and hoodoo. So when he saw that shit, granddaddy came back on his knees. Please don't make my dick fall off. Please don't make my dick go soft and never get hard again. Please. So you don't make this woman bald head down here. Please. He was begging y'all. I'm talking about begging my grandma. He thought my grandma was gonna make him go, "Urgh," and that shit was gonna never come back. He was begging, please, please, please. I know how y'all get down. Please don't do that to me. Please, I'm so sorry. I never lie about it again. Please, just don't hurt my manhood. Please don't do me like that. My grandma, she looking at this motherfucker because she know he up here thinking she did this shit. Well, my grandmama didn't even do it. But he's thinking she did this shit. So what do? You go along with that shit. My grandma was like, no, I'm gonna make it fall right off. She said, you gonna go to the bathroom and unzip your pants to go piss, that shit gonna fall off in the toilet. He was like, please, please, and I'm crying, please don't do that. Please don't do that. Y'all, the funniest, I'm telling you. Please, he was begging, he was on his knee. Please, please don't do that. Please don't say nothing. Please, I'm sorry. I'll never do it again. Please don't tell your sister now. Please, because all my family was deep rooted in that shit. Like, all that motherfucker had to do, write your name on some shit and do some shit and you be fucked up. My granddad was like, please, please don't make my dick fall off. Please don't make it fall off. Please, I need this. Like, please don't do that. Please. My grandma was like, that's what you need. You act like you can't keep it to yourself. Maybe it should just go to somebody else. Please don't do me like that. Please, baby. You know I love you, baby. Don't do me like that. He was just balling up, y'all. He had his hands covered up his dick. Please don't, like she could just point at it and it'll just fall off or something. He covering it up. Please, please don't do it. Please don't do it, baby. I promise it won't happen again. I promise it won't happen again. Grandma let that man think that shit for about 2 years. My granddaddy thought if he cheated on my grandma, his dick was gonna fall off. For 2 years. 2 years he believed it until he cheated on my grandma and his dick didn't fall off. 2 years, y'all. 2 years my granddad was scared to cheat on my grandma because he thought his dick was gonna fall off. He thought she put a curse on him. So if he stuck that thing anywhere else, it'll fall off in that person. My granddaddy was scared. Do you hear me? He was scared to death, boy. I'm talking about I came home religiously after that shit. At first, my granddaddy used to come home and come up with a lie. Oh, I'm going out with the boys. Shit. Now after he seen that shit, that nigga told grandma, baby, we watching the movie together tonight. Granddaddy wasn't trying to play no more. It took 2 years before he figured out that shit wasn't gonna happen to him. But grandma rolled that shit long as she could, y'all. And my granddaddy and my grandmama was together. Let me tell you how bad my granddaddy was. They was together since my grandma was 18, since she was old enough to get married in my great-grandmama's eyes. So they had been together since they was 18. They was going through this shit in their 60s, y'all. My granddaddy got married 3 times while still being married to my grandma. That shit is illegal as fuck, but he did it. Every woman that he came across that he married, y'all, something happened. I don't know that something happened to him. They just, for real, that shit was crazy, y'all. Like, okay, what's the name of that movie? Why Do Fools Fall in Love? Y'all remember that movie? Why Do Fools Fall in Love? He married all 3 of the women at the same time. That's how it was for us. My granddad was married to like 2-3 different women at the same time, including my grandma. So my granddaddy ended up passing. He went to go have a colonoscopy done. Weirdest shit in the world. He went to go have a colonoscopy done, a normal fucking routine, and the doctors cut his colon in the process, and he bled to death right there on the table, y'all. So my granddaddy passed. Now it gets down to the money, the leaving of the money and all the stuff that belonged to him. Now the wife he was with, thank you, Nina. Thank you so much. Now the wife he was with at the time was like, I'm his wife. I get all of that. Me and my children get all of that, right? My auntie asked my grandma, are you and daddy still married? My grandma like, yeah. What? Yeah. We still married. You got paperwork? Grandma like, it's paperwork all over the damn house. Yes, we are still married. 5 paperwork. My granddaddy never divorced my grandma. Never divorced my grandma, y'all. So his new wife is down here already spending money that ain't even came out yet. She's spending this money. Y'all, my auntie done went down there and got a lawyer. She would have got a lawyer. The lawyer shows up and say, my grandmama is the person that can get everything. They basically said anybody he married after my grandmama their marriage was none and void because he was still legally married to my grandmama, y'all. This lady heard that shit. She flipped out. These folks, the doctors that did the procedure on my granddaddy, they admitted they were at fault. They was ready to pay this settlement, all that shit. Only thing they needed was medical papers to show that my granddaddy was in good health before they got their hands on his ass, right? That's all they needed. Once they saw that, the check would have been cut. Everything would have been good, right? Once my granddaddy's new wife found out that she was not going to get anything, that bitch went home and burnt all my granddaddy's medical records. So my grandma couldn't get shit. So the lawsuit fell through. They ain't get nothing. My auntie said she went out there to tell his new wife, they needed the paperwork, and that bitch had a bonfire going on in the backyard. She had every piece of paper that had my granddaddy's name on it, throwing that shit in the fire. So my auntie could not get it, and they could not do the lawsuit. She does this, right? She burns everything. She let my auntie think she's burnt everything. Something told my auntie to go down there and talk to the lawyers to try to figure out what else can we do since she done burnt these papers. My auntie get down there to talk to the lawyers. Why this bitch down there with her own lawyer, y'all, trying to get the check and everything, talking about it's supposed to go to her. She tried to do all this shit behind my auntie back. My auntie just so happened to walk in and catch this bitch in the process with her lawyer. And the lawyer's like, oh yeah, all that go to her. Everything go to her. And my auntie went off. She was like, so did that bitch tell you she ain't legally married to the man y'all trying to get the money from? My mama is. And the lawyer was like, are you serious? My auntie like, yes, we got paperwork. And the lady was like, that don't matter. That don't matter. Me and him together. And her lawyer got right up. He was like, ma'am, I can't take this case. And he walked right out of that motherfucker. And my auntie told her, if you try to go behind my back and do this shit again, bitch, I'm going to come after you for everything you got, including your grandbabies. She never tried it again. But the lawsuit fell through. They were supposed to get hundreds of thousands. And if you ask me, my grandmama wasn't even worried about the money. Because my grandma had her own money, so she wasn't even worried about the money. She was like, okay, they doing a lawsuit, so what? Oh, well. My grandma probably would have gave the bitch half the money, because my grandma wasn't hard up for no money. She worked for the World of Coca-Cola for years. Before that, she was at a school. So my grandma wasn't worried about shit, you know what I'm saying? She probably would have gave the bitch half the money because she was with my granddaddy lad, but the lady wanted to be selfish, burn all the paperwork, so nobody get nothing. She's still in West Point. And nobody got nothing. But yeah, just another crazy story from the family. Because my family be on that shit, honey. Yeah, I think like 3 years ago, I just found out I had another auntie. Because we found out about another babies that my granddad had. And this lady, old shit, she's like 50, 60 something. And we just now found out about her. Like, damn, I got an auntie. Y'all, this is crazy. But yeah, that's what she did. So, all right, guys, here we go. Y'all, last story of the night. If y'all are ready for the last story of the night. 4. Because, I wasn't here Monday to do my story time. All right, guys, so go ahead and thumbs up if you're ready for the last story of the night. And there's more wild stories like that. I'm going to see if I can get my auntie come on and tell y'all some of the motherfuckers. Y'all be like, what? Mm-hmm. I told my auntie, I said, y'all better be glad he gone. I said, because his ass going to go to jail for bigamy. That shit is illegal as fuck to have more than one wife. I don't give a fuck what your religion is. That shit is illegal as fuck to have more than one wife. Honey, that money ain't floating around. They kept that. Honey, they ain't have to spend. I know they were so glad they didn't have to spend that money, because that was a whole lot of fucking money, y'all. They basically murdered my granddaddy. They fucked up the procedure and cut a main artery inside my granddaddy, and he bled to death. Like, that was all their fault. They even took ownership. So, but money is greed. Greed is problems. So this lady wanted to have everything all to herself. And because she couldn't have it all to herself, she decided to destroy it for everybody else.
She probably in debt now, spending money she didn't even have.
Yep. So I was like, wow, that is fucked up. I remember going to my granddaddy's funeral, not even knowing all that drama was going on. But I remember going to my granddaddy's funeral, and she was there. My grandma didn't even go. But I remember her being there and being real dramatic, like, take me with you. Don't leave me, baby. I love you. Take me with you. Y'all don't know how bad I wanted to push that bitch off in that hole with his ass for real and just tell them to go on and throw the dirt in. Just throw the dirt in. I hate that shit. I hate motherfuckers that do all that dramatic shit. You weren't in love with my granddaddy when he was living. And now all of a sudden he did. Take me with you. Take me with you. Like, is it illegal to kick this bitch in the back? Right off into this motherfucking hole and throw dirt on her motherfucking ass. Like, the hell out of here with all that fake shit. My granddad was in the military. They got the little gun salute and shooting and shit. And she all out there, Lord Jesus. Like, just push this bitch in the hole. Somebody, please. Just push her ass in the hole. My auntie was looking at me. I said, can I just push her in the fucking hole? My auntie was like, we can push you in together. She push this whole line ass bitch. All this dramatic shit. All right, guys. Last story of the night got talking shit ass Tony, my Reese cup, and Lakeisha. Yeah. Tony, Reese cup, and Lakeisha. Right. Kick her ass right on in there and all that dramatic shit. All right. So here we go, you guys. This is the last story of the night. So don't forget to tip your waitress on the way out. Here we go. Okay. So this story, like I said, has Tony, Reese Cup, and Lakeisha in it. Now, Tony and Lakeisha are best friends. Tony had Reese Cup. Lakeisha ain't got no kids, but she always hangs around Reese Cup all the time because she want kids. She just don't have no kids. So she's always over at Tony's house, babysitting or, just hanging out with her and the baby. And so Tony and Reese was at home one day and Lakeisha was on her way over. Now, on her way over, she sees this lady having a garage sale. And the first thing that stood out to her was this lady had an old-fashioned easy bake oven, y'all, from back in the day. And instantly, when Lakeisha seen it, it was like, oh my God, I ain't seen one of these in so long. Oh, let me get it. So she gets out the car. She goes over to the lady. Hey, I got to have this easy bake oven. How much you selling this easy bake oven for? And the lady was like, you can get it for like $5. Oh my goodness, my God, baby will love this easy bake oven. Oh my goodness. So she buys this easy bake oven off this lady. And she goes on to Tony's house. When she get to Tony's house, she like, I got a surprise for you, Reese Cup. And Reese like, what? What you got? What you got? She like, you gotta go to the front of the car. So Reese like, where your keys? Where your keys? So she get her the keys. She like, don't lock my keys in the car. And she sent her on downstairs to get the damn gift. Now while she's downstairs getting the gift, Lakeisha's telling Tony, bitch, I found an easy bake oven, bitch, from back in the day. And Tony like, you lying? She like, no, I'm not lying. I found an easy bake oven from back in the day, girl. Like, yo, baby, get a chance to experience this shit the same way you got a chance to experience it. She gonna love this. And sure as shit, Reese Cook come running through the house. Oh, this is mine. Oh my God. Look, mama, look, now I can cook with you. Look. She was showing all the stuff, the little packets and shit that came with it, the little brownies and cookies and stuff that came with the little packet. And she like, oh, mama, look, I'm going to make you some food tonight. And, of course, they laughing about it because she's so excited. She like, I'm going to make y'all some cookies. And they was like, okay, go ahead and make the cookies. So she goes on in the room. She take it in now. She read the instructions and shit. And Lakeisha and Tony is in the kitchen talking, having them a glass of wine, just talking. She like, thank you, girl, for buying her that. She like, that's my baby. I can't just leave her out. I got to get her some stuff, too. When I see stuff, I got to get it for her. And she going to love that easy bake oven. And while she's saying that, they hear a scream. And they jump up and they run in there. And it's Reese. And she's holding her hand. And they like, what's wrong? What's wrong? And she was like, something burnt me. It burnt my hand. And of course they started laughing because everybody, if you ever had a fucking easy bake oven, you burnt the center of your fucking hand before. Like that's tradition. If you ever had a fucking easy bake oven, burning the center of your hand by holding them little silver metal pop, that shit is tradition. Everybody done it before. So she was like, it burnt my hand, it burnt my hand. And they started laughing because they were like, everybody done burnt their hand on this shit before. So yeah, it's normal. It's okay, baby. It's normal. She was like, they were like, how? She was like, I pulled it out with the little thingy, like I can tell you to pull it out. And then, I sat it on the micro, on the Easy Bake oven. And she said, I was trying to make sure it wasn't no food stuck on the inside. And then when I looked up, it was like sliding off. So I tried to hurry up and grab it. And it was in my hand. It burnt my hand. And she was like, like she was rubbing her hand and stuff. And they took it out of there. And they would have put some on her hand and everything. Told her to go on and finish making their cookies. So she was like, okay. She goes on back into the room. And they laugh about it like, girl, how many times you burnt your hand on damn Easy Bake oven? Like, bitch, I burnt my hand so many times. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, you wouldn't even think that goddamn light bulb is in there. You would swear it is real fire on the inside of that goddamn Easy Bake oven. That shit was hot as hell coming up out of there. So, they end up talking and drinking and shit, and she come flying in there with her cookies. She's like, here go the cookies. So they pick up the cookies, they all warm and moist and everything. They like, oh shit, you made some cookies. So Lakeisha goes to bite the cookie, and when she goes to pull the cookie out, a long ass string of hair comes out with the cookie. And she like, what the fuck? Reese Cup, baby, it's hair in my cookie. And Reese Cup like, oh my God, I washed my hands and everything. She like, you gotta put a damn hairnet on. You can't cook in the Easy Bake without wearing a hairnet. You gotta put a hairnet on. So she like, let me go ahead and get my little thing. And she like, I'm gonna make you some more cookies. She runs out the room. And they were laughing about the shit because, I mean, it done happen to all this, man. It done happen to everybody. So she, they she run out the room and she go to do the shit. And they end up talking and stuff like, yeah. And she screams again, but this time it ain't just an ouch. This is a, And they runs in there and her fucking hand is on the inside of the fucking oven. And she is screaming. They like, why the fuck you got your hand in there? And she's like, take it out. And she's pulling, but the Easy Bake oven is coming with her hand. So now they running over there and Lakeisha's holding the oven, but the oven hot as shit. So she trying to hold the oven while Tony is trying to pull Reese Cup hand out. And they are pulling on her hand like, pull it out, hurry up. So they couldn't get her hand out. She like, unplug it. She unplugs the shit, the light goes off, but that shit is still hot as fuck. So they still trying to pull her hand out of it. They finally get her hand out. Her fingers and shit is burnt so bad. Her fingertips are burnt off. Her hand, like the meat is peeling. It's rolling down and peeling off her fucking hand. So they rush her to the hospital. They get to the hospital, they ask them what happened. Of course, when they tell the doctor, Easy Bake oven, everybody in the goddamn place is just like, I understand. I remember, you know what I'm saying? They put this little burn shit on her hand and they tell her, give her something, for pain. Here's something for pain and all that stuff. So on the way back home, Lakeisha asked Reese Cup, she said, how did your hand end up in an Easy Bake oven? And she said, I don't want to talk about it. Tony said, hold on now, don't be disrespectful now. You heard a grown-up ask you a question, answer the question. And she's like, I don't want to talk about it. So at that point, that's when Tony turned around like, look, I ain't one of your little fucking friends. You better answer my goddamn question. Why did you put your hand in a fucking Easy Bake oven? She had her head down and she looked up. She was like, I didn't do it. She did it. So Lakeisha like, who the fuck is she? Who did it? She was like, she did it. Who? She's like, the little girl. What little girl? The little girl that was in your car. In my car. So they pull up to the house and she parked. She throw the car and park. She turned around. She like, what little girl was in my car? What a little girl in my car? And Reese Cup like, yes, it was. When I came out here to get the Easy Bake oven and I opened up the car door, she was sitting in the back seat with the Easy Bake oven. And she was like, this is for you. And that's how I knew you got this gift for me. No, don't play. Quit playing. And she like, I'm not playing. It was the little girl, she told me, she said, just put your hand in and you can feel if it's hot enough for you to put your food in. And she said, when I put my hand close by, she pulled my hand in. So at this point, Tom's like, where you got that fucking oven from? She like, a damn yard sale. It was just a fucking Easy Bake Oven. Reese Cup was like, it's her Easy Bake Oven. It's not my Easy Bake Oven. It's her Easy Bake Oven. The fuck no. So on the, she throws the car in reverse. Hold on. She turns around. She drives back over into the area. Just so happened the lady's cleaning out the front yard. She putting everything up. The yard sale is shut down. She putting everything up. So they pull up and she go over there and she's like, excuse me, miss, do you remember me? And the lady was like, no. She was like, I bought the Easy Bake Oven earlier today. And the lady was like, oh, okay, yeah. Something's wrong. And she like, hell yeah, it's something very fucking wrong. So the lady was like, okay, I'm sorry. You could just bring it back. I'll give you $5 back. And she was like, no, that's not the issue. She was like, who's the little girl? And the lady was like, the little girl came with you. I don't know who the hell the little girl is. She with you. She like, not her. Who's the little girl that's attached to the damn Easy Bake Oven? And the lady just stood there. She had this vase in her hand. She was finna put in the box. And when she said that, the lady dropped the vase. And it just shattered into 1,000 pieces. And she said, huh? She said, who is the little girl that came with the damn Easy Bake Oven? And the lady was like, you got to be more specific. So she called Reese Cup over. She like, Reese Cup, come out. So Reese come over. She like, tell the lady what happened. So she tell the lady, she said she told me it was a gift and in the car for me. And I went to go get the gift. She said when I opened up my her car door, it was a little girl. And she said, this is for you. And the lady was like, what? Look, she's like, lady, completely like, it's like she changed. She all of a sudden like got real soft spoken. She got down on her knees, kind of like eye level to Reese Cup, and she looks at Reese and she like, baby, what she look like? Can you tell me what the little girl look like? And Reese was like, she got on a white dress and it got a red ribbon around it, and she got her hair in like 3 ponytails and they braided and they got red bows at the bottom. And the lady was just looking at her. And Tony's like, hello, ma'am, hello. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, so you were saying it was a little girl in a white dress with red. And she said, yeah. She described the girl again. And the lady was just like, oh my God. And she was like, what? She was like, oh my God. Can you bring that back? Can you bring the Easy Bake Oven back? Hell yeah, we can bring it back. Bitch, you ain't got to ask twice. I'll be right back. So, instantly, Tony jumps in the car and she drives to her house and get the Easy Bake Oven, and she brings it back. But while she's gone, Lakeisha's talking to the lady. And the lady is telling her, the Easy Bake Oven belonged to her niece. She said her niece had the Easy Bake Oven. It was her favorite toy. She said, and one night her niece left the Easy Bake Oven on all night, and it got really, really hot. And it set a fire to her curtains. And then it caused this fire or whatever. It only caught in the little girl room. And the funny part about it is the Easy Bake Oven wasn't touched. Just the room. The Easy Bake Oven got hot as shit and didn't melt. Nothing. And she was like, they was wondering, what was going on. How did that happen? You know what I'm saying? And she's like, now that you're telling me you saw her, like, I want the oven back. I wanna see her. I wanna talk to her. Tony pulled right on up into the driveway. Here you go. Here's the Easy Bake Oven. And she tries to hand it to the lady, but the lady won't reach for it. She's standing there. She like, here. And the lady won't reach for it. Ma'am, hello, here. And the lady just walked right past Tony. And she walks over to the car. She gets into the back seat and she closed the door. Why is this bitch in my car? Like, what is going on? And Lakeisha and Tony is just looking at the car. Reese, all of them just looking at the car. And the lady she's in the car, but her head is turned this way. And she's just sitting there with her head turned that way. So Lakeisha walks over to the car, knocks on the window, tap, tap, tap. And the lady just turns around. When she turns around, her face is like red, like strawberry red. Tears are all on her, in her eyes, all on her face. And, Lakeisha's looking at her. She's like, are you okay? And, the lady opened up the door to get out the car. When she opened up the door, it was like the AC was on in the car. But it wasn't. The car wasn't even on. But it was like the AC was on because all this cold breeze came out of the car and like hit Lakeisha all in the face, and she like, damn, like what was that? And the lady was like, that was my niece. That was my niece in your car. She was in my car. She wasn't with the damn ease bake oven. She was in my car. She was in the car. Okay. Okay. You still see her? Is she still in there? Let her ass know she can't stay in the car. We took the ease bake oven to over there. She needs to be over there with the ease bake oven because I don't need her messing with my baby no more. And the lady was just like laughing, and she was just like, I can't believe she's actually still around. And, you know, that's when Lakeisha leaves in. She's like, baby, let me help you out the car. Okay. Excuse me. Little white lady niece. Whatever your name. What's her name? What's her name? Cindy, Sandy, whatever the hell your name is. Baby, look, you don't live here. We not your family. We don't look like your family. Your family is over here. So whatever you got going on in this car, I'm going to need for you to take it with you and get the fuck out. Like, what's her name? Cindy, Sandy, your auntie looking for you. So you need to get out of this car, like, and go to your auntie because she looking for you. And the lady was like, can you just wait and we can see if she's gone? Sandy, Paige and Sandy, get your ass out of this car. Sandy, whatever your damn name is, girl. Get out. Your aunt wants you in her house and not this car. See, we not your family. See, if you look at us, we don't even look like you. So, your aunt who look just like you, look, see her? She look just like you. She wants you home. Which means that don't include your ass staying in this car. So I'm gonna need for you to get your things together and get out. Like, get out the car now. You think she out? You think she out? Is she out? You think she out? She looking around the inside of the car. You think she out? Lady was like, I guess. You know what? We're going to be sure. Paige and Sandy. Paige and Sandy. Heaven, earth, middle ways, back seat, front seat, driver seat. Wherever the hell you at. Sandy. Your aunt that look just like you. Look, she right here. Raise your hand, lady. Raise your hand. See the person that's raising their hand? That's who you supposed to be going with. Not staying in this car. So, Paige and Sandy, whatever the hell your name is, heaven, earth, in between, front seat, back seat, wherever the hell you at, I'm going to need you to get out of this car. You don't belong to this car. This car don't belong to you or your family. See the lady back here with her hand raised up? That's where you go. See your damn ease bake oven right there on her That's where you go. Can you please get out of my car? And she turns around. She look at the lady. She said, I think she gone now. I think she should be here with you. And if she ain't, I'm going to drop her ass back off if she shows up in my car. And the lady was like, you know, thank you so much for bringing the easy bake oven back. And I hope she's still here. And, you know, while she's telling them that, Lakeisha like, she just rushing Reese's cup on into the car. Yeah, get in the car, Reese, close the door. Yeah, I hope she stay here too. Come on, Tony, go on and get in the car and close the door like that. Yeah, I hope she stay here too, baby. I really hope she stay here too, because she ain't allowed to be in my fucking car. I just let her know 1,000 times she ain't allowed to be here. So she was like, well, it was nice to meet you, lady. We finna go. And she get in the car and she getting ready to pull off. Right when they get ready to pull off, y'all, they hear ding from the easy bake oven. Oh, that bitch brownie's ready. It's time for us to go. Yeah, you gotta get your brownies. Tell Sandy, whatever the fuck her name is. We said, hey, bye. And that was probably her having the fucking cookies. But tell her it's cool. We all right. Tell her, hey, bye, and don't come back. We gotta go. And she pulled the fuck off. Because that goddamn easy bake oven wasn't plugged up, y'all. That shit wasn't plugged up at all. But it, bing, the cookies are ready. No, the fuck they're not. Not for me. Not for me. I'm gone. I gotta go. You tell Sandy, hope to see her on America's Next Chef or whatever the fuck she got going on. We got to go. And she left their goddamn easy bake oven there. They went to Target, found another little easy bake, little oven, a little something she could play with, bought that shit straight out the store and took it home. They were done. Lakeisha ain't bought not now another fucking object from a yard sale, a garage sale. If that sale ain't coming from the inside of a fucking store, she ain't never purchased it no more. I'm talking about even the little dudes that sell flowers on the goddamn streets. Nope, I ain't buying nothing. No. And she hasn't. She hasn't bought not now another goddamn thing from nothing else. No. She was done. So, yeah. She had to get Sandy, whatever the fuck her name was, up out of that bitch. I don't give a fuck if you're in the front seat, back seat, heaven, earth, in between. Get your ass out. You got to go, boo. We ain't got time. You got to go. See, these people look just like you. See your aunt, her arms up. See, y'all got the same complexion, same smile, same eyes. That's where you belong. Not over here with us. Get your ass out of my car. Greatly appreciated. Thank you. And they got the fuck on y'all. So be careful what y'all buy from these goddamn yard sales. It may seem harmless, but you never know what the fuck is attached to it. So be careful what you buy. And if it's that goddamn bad, then I'm pretty sure Amazon or some store got it and you ain't got to buy it off the damn street. So, because you don't want to deal with no shit like that. So, yeah. So, that was you guys' final story of the night. Thank you so much for joining me for story time. I hope you guys love the stories tonight. Don't forget all of the updates. Y'all know we're going to have our own little Zoom party on the 21st. So we're going to turn up. Admission is $5. We're going to be on Zoom. We're going to get to have fun, dance, talk. Y'all get to ask questions to me and Unc and the kid and Toots. And we're going to start our family movie nights. We're also going to give extra stories to grown-up and teenage members. We're going to do it all, y'all. So... And don't forget, I'm also going to be doing the member recognition shelf. So after May 16th, you should see your name. You know, all my loyal family members, you should see your name on the member shelf. So thank you guys so much for joining us for story time. We greatly appreciate the love and support. We love you guys so much. Thank you. Y'all know my motto. Please don't slap the sleeves off a motherfucker unless they earn it. So before you leave, don't forget to clean off your tables, throw your trash away, and tip your auntie. Love you guys. Have a good weekend. See you guys later.
She's off.
Goodbye.
She's
Night,
really,
night.
really
We love y'all. Night, night.
Don't see
Kisses.
nobody.